असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
Good morning, everyone. In the inaugural session of the Advanced Skill Training Program, organized by Career Counselling and Placement Committee of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, at the outset, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to each and one of you who have successfully qualified the CMA final examination June 2025. So your dedication and hard work has brought you up to this significant milestone, and we are really proud of you. So we are now going to start this advanced skill training program, 12 days at various centers across the country. And today is the inaugural session. And we are very much pleased to have our esteemed council members, our honorable dignitaries and guests, resource persons and speakers in this today's inaugural session. So to start with today's inaugural session, I would like to invite our honorable chairman of Career Counselling and Placement Committee, CMA Vinay Ranjan P. Sir. Welcome you, sir, and requesting you to kindly address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Respected President in absentia, Vice President Neeraj Joshi sir, and past Presidents Ashwin Dalwadi sir and Nayak sir, Council colleagues Ashish sir, Anand sir, and Navneet Jain sir, and Secretary Nandi sir, and above all, students. Congratulations to all of you on successful completion of the course, and wish you all the best for the upcoming placements. Today, I welcome you all for the inaugural session of Advanced Skill Training. We all know that the job market is competitive, but it is also full of opportunities for those who are prepared. Hope this training is designed to prepare you to understand what the companies are looking for. To give these insights, today we have CFO of Cummins India, CFO of Flowserve, CFO of UPL, Director Finance of Neyveli Lignite Corporation, Director Finance of NALCO, Senior Officers of Indian Oil, TVS Motors, Afcon Constructions, and etc. Along with our President, Vice President, Council members, and Secretary of the Institute, who are very successful in their domains. Listening to these people will open an eye with respect to what industry is expecting from a CMA fresher. So I suggest you all to attend this training and physical training at the centers regularly, and use the time to connect with your peers, share knowledge, and support each other. Your career journey is just beginning. Suggest you to approach it with right preparation and positive attitude. We at the Institute are here to support in every step in your way. The Council and the staff of the Institute are really excited and optimistic about what you will all achieve in the upcoming placements and your life also. We are eagerly waiting to hear about your success stories and your marks in the industry. So please go out to the industry, give your best, and make us proud. Wish you good luck. Thanks to the Institute for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Namaste.
Thank you so much, sir. We now request CMA Neeraj Dhananjay Joshi, sir, our Honorable Vice President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Welcome you, sir, and request you, sir, to kindly address.
Thank you, madam. A very good morning to all of you on this occasion of beginning of advanced skill training program conducted by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Let me first wish all of you a very happy Ananta Chaturdashi, and I believe that and I hope that Lord Ganesha keeps his blessings on all of us for entirety of our life. Respected CMA Ashwin Dalwadi sir, former president of ICMAI, my dear colleagues in council, CMA Minaranjan sir, CMA Navneet ji, and secretary of the institute, CMA Dr. Nandi sir, all my fellow professionals, I at the outset congratulate all of you for clearing the ICMAI examination and entering in this beautiful new world of professional life. As Chris Grosser has said, that opportunities don't happen. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Correct? So now it is up to you to create your opportunities and to grab them. The institute is here to help you in your journey all the way along. Correct? So you can definitely rely upon your own mother profession, your own institute, your own colleagues in the council. This program is meant not to teach you the technical skills. Correct? You have already cleared the examination and you have proved that your technical knowledge is up to the mark, is what is that is required by the industry as well. What we are trying here is to help you prepare for the real world out there. Based on my experience over the years, I feel that the most critical skill for a professional success are one part is your technical skills, your knowledge. But what I have observed that the major part is played by the soft skills. Your fluency in English will definitely help you a long way. Your public speaking skills, presentation skills, interpersonal skills. These are the areas where you need to focus on right now. You all know that ICMAI, our course CMA, is a correspondence course. Correct? It's not a full-time course that you attend a college, and the institute has an opportunity to train you in particularly the soft skills area. So this is an attempt made by the institute to help you out in at least understanding that what needs to be done, what new skills need to be acquired. Not only this, but also in terms of how to appear for the interview, how to approach the interview process. The experts will come and guide you what is the expectation of the industry from you. That will help you prepare yourself when you are going to face your professional challenges. Correct? But I would urge that make use of every opportunity you get to meet your peers, to meet your colleagues, because ultimately the bonds that you build, the connections that you make are going to help you a long, long way throughout your professional life and in a lot way in your personal life as well. So make use of this opportunity to learn as much as possible, correct? And prepare yourself well for the challenges that you will face in future. I'm a big fan of animation movies. I don't know how many of you watch them, like them, but I really do. I watch them with my kids in theater a lot many times, and maybe that's how I learned my spoken English quickly. I have always been watching animation movies since my college days. I did my own schooling in my mother tongue, that is Marathi, correct? So I have not had a primary education in English medium school, but I have worked upon my spoken English skills over the years, and watching English movies has definitely helped me a lot. So this is one exercise that I always tell all my students to carry out. That watch English movies without subtitle. At least that will help you improve your spoken English skills. At least you can understand what everybody is saying, because see, we Indians have a particular accent, language in which tone in which we speak. But in professional world, you will come across people from all types of areas, correct, from all across the world, from all across country, who have different dialects of English, who have different accents of English, and you need to understand it. So that's one small secret. And with that, I also like to leave you with a couple of thoughts from the animation movies. And if you really like them, please go and watch. One is simply from Kung Fu Panda. I hope at least you have heard the name of the movie, correct? So there is a character Po, who is father of the panda. So he says that there is no secret ingredient; it's just you, correct? It's in context to making of a soup that was supposed to be having some kind of a secret ingredient, which made it very special, very sought after soup in the entire town. But ultimately, Poe says that there is no secret ingredient. It's just you. So if you put your mind, your heart, your efforts to achieve something, you will definitely achieve it. Correct. So there is no secret ingredient to anybody's success. It's you that is the secret ingredients. How much you are willing to sacrifice, how much you are willing to learn, how much you are willing to give. Correct. So that is what you need to learn. That the success story of any individual you will come across today, you will find that they have made that special effort. They are the ones who had gone that one extra mile long to reach where they are and have the success in their careers. Correct. So I request you to take this opportunity to learn from them, to learn from the experience of the people who are going to come here and speak with you, right? And ultimately, two very small quotes combined together to end my address. One from a movie called as Cinderella. We all have heard the story of Cinderella, correct? But there is a beautiful movie, Cinderella, and a very famous one, Finding Nemo, correct? So the two quotes are, even miracles take a little time, and as Dory says, just keep swimming, correct? So you need to keep on persisting, you need to keep on trying, and miracle will happen. You will get success in your career. That's a guarantee, correct? Now, whether it will happen immediately or it will happen after some time, it's only matter of time, correct? So miracle will happen, but it may take a little time. You just need to keep swimming. You just need to keep swimming. You just need to keep trying hard and hard. And I am 100% confident that each one of you would be highly successful in your professional as well as personal life. Try to keep balance of your professional life as well as personal life, correct? And be happy, correct? Have some kind of a hobby for yourself now. You have cleared a big examination, but don't give up on learning, correct? Don't give up on learning. The world is changing very fast, the technology is changing very fast. The entire gamut of accounting, auditing, finance, the entire spectrum of work is going to face challenges, is going to see a huge change due to the advent of AI. And you will have to keep on unlearning and relearning things throughout your life in your professional career, correct? So just be open minded, and I wish all of you very successful careers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your address. We now request our Honorable former President of the Institute, CMA Ashwin Kumar G. Dalwari, sir. Welcome you, sir, and request you, sir, to kindly address, sir.
Thank you. Respected dignitaries, Vice President of the Institute, Neeraj Joshi ji, my Chairman of the Career Counseling and Placement Committee, Vinay Ranjan ji, other council colleagues, faculty members, distinguished professionals, and my dear newly qualified CMS. It gives me an immense pleasure to be part of this inaugural session of 12-day advanced skill training program organized by the Institute. At the outset, I congratulate each and every one of you who has successfully qualified the CMA examination. This milestone is not just an academic achievement, it is a stepping stone towards fulfilling the professional journey. The committee, I'm sure the committee has thoughtfully curated this program to bridge the gap between what we learn in the classrooms and what industry expects from us, from CMS in practice. In a today's dynamic environment, technical knowledge also sometimes becomes insufficient, sorry, and technical knowledge alone may not be always important. Along with the subject expertise, employers seek the professionals who shall demonstrate their leadership qualities, communication, and problem-solving abilities and adaptability. This program is designed to strengthen precise those capabilities. Professional has always played a pivotal role in enhancing the cost management, cost competitiveness, promoting efficiencies, and supporting sustainable growth of business and economy at large. As India moves towards its ambitious vision of becoming a developed economy by 2047, the opportunities for CMS will definitely expand manifold. Each of you has responsibility not just to build your individual careers, but also contribute to the corporate governance, ethical practices, and nation building. I urge all participants to treat it, these 12 days as an investment in your own future. Engage actively with the every session, interact with the experts, ask questions without any hesitation, and build long lasting professional connections. Remember, every interaction here can potentially shape your future career path. I am confident that this training will empower you to step into the professional world with renewed confidence and sharpened skills. May you all rise to become a true ambassador of CMA profession, carrying forward the legacy of excellence and integrity. With these words, I extend my best wishes for the grand success of this program and for each one of you for your professional journeys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We now welcome CMA Dr. Ashish P. Thate, sir, Central Council Member and Chairman Indirect Taxation, International Affairs and Sustainability Standards Board of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Welcome you, sir, and we request you to kindly address.
So, good morning to all of you, and very hearty congratulations on completing one of the very difficult most examination, ICMA final examination in the last
And we
attempt.
request you to kindly address.
I think you must have received a lot of piece of advices from many people around you, and you know how communication helps you, and you know why communication is important, my friend Vice President told about the communication. For the first time, we communicated, he communicated, and we came to know that he likes animated movies. I mean, something which I was not aware for last 15 years. But that makes you a very good, a very good professional, that you understand that what your colleagues has it. Unless you have that communication, you won't be able to do that. It's a very for a very informal kind of communication which I heard, but I learned so many things. So as the it gives you the live example of how communication is important. As what Neeraj told, that we are a correspondence course. We are not a full time course like a few courses wherein you go into the college, sit there for lectures, do actual training. But here we are more of passing examination, and what where we lack is especially the communication skills. So that will be more equally emphasis, along with just brushing up your technical skills which you have earned during your 15 months training period, or maybe all of your other activities which are there, because we understand that within 10 days, 12 days of your pre-placement orientation program, it's not possible to build up the technical skills that you will build up only over a period of time when you practice those technical skills. But soft skills, definitely, if you practice for a few days, you will definitely achieve certain increase in your skills, which you can show it at the time of interview or the group discussion, wherever you have been called for, especially the personal interviews which are there. So concentrate on your soft skills. Rest be assured that your technical skills are just brush up. You won't be able to make much progress within those 15 days, but soft skills, definitely you will make good amount of progress within 15 days. You will get a lot of confidence after passing the examination. You must have been very highly confident. Look at yourself 3 days before the examination and look at yourself today, how difference it has made to you. This small result, one fine day morning, at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., you got the result, and you see the difference in yourself. What that 2 hours has made the difference? Nothing else. Only one result on the screen has made the difference to you. Because that's a soft difference. That's a soft skill. That confidence is your soft skill. So that you will be able to achieve within these 15 days. Concentrate on that. You will be able to interact with your colleagues. You must have worked with your seniors, bosses, etc. in the past, but now you will be interacting 15 days with your colleagues. Same person who has passed same examination like you, your colleagues. That makes the huge difference in your life. These 15 days, 12 days are very critical for you. Learn just like a what we call as the newly born child who spends more time in his mother's womb, and then he comes back as a healthy child. He takes birth as a healthy child. These 12 days, 15 days are similar to you. There will be a lot of activities. Why I'm saying 15 days? Because there will be interviews also. Campus interviews will also take place 2 to 3 days. So that will make you a very good and strong professional who is ready to face the challenges of this outer world. My best wishes to you. Our committee, well led by Vinay Ranjan sir, is taking care of quite a few number of companies, those who will be coming to the campus. Our secretariat, campus placement, that is placement secretariat, is working really very hard to get many companies. You have seen the history of the institute, such a nice packages, such a nice companies we have in our campus in the past. And I'm sure that this time also there are many things in the which you don't know. I mean, there are many companies which have already confirmed. So there is a good nice future to you, and my best wishes to you, not only for these campus interviews but the professional life ahead. At your age, 21, 22, many of you have just passed your graduation on, or many of you might not be just graduated also and has passed the CMA final examination. Look at the next 35, 40 years professional life which you have. Such an important part of your life is this degree. And I always suggest students that you just don't stop at this degree. You will have to earn many more things in the life. So you must go. This is your age of education. You can learn many things at our ages. Possibly for us, learning is difficult. That will come to know when you grow up. But this is the good age where you can have more learnings. You can pass few more examinations. So give that time to yourself. Think about it, and then come up as a successful professional. Just don't stop at one CMA degree. Go ahead. The institute also has many other advanced studies courses which you can also join to sharpen your skills in future. So thank you so much. Thanks to Vinay Ranjan sir, our chairman of placement committee, for allowing me to speak. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your guidance and showing the roadmap. Thank you so much, sir, for your address. We now have CMA Manoj Kumar Anand, sir, our Honorable Central Council member and Chairman Professional Development, Infrastructure and Technical Cell of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Welcome you, sir, in today's program.
Thank you, Ria. Thank you very
Welcome
much.
you, sir, and requesting you to
Yeah,
kindly address, sir.
thank you. Thank you very much. Just one moment. Lily. Good morning to all, and special thanks to Vinay for organizing such a wonderful program in a very, very systematic manner. My colleagues, I can see Namneet ji, Ashish Thatte ji, and I can see Soma ji. Ashwin Dalwadi ji is there, Neeraj Joshi ji is there. Welcome and welcome all our fresh pass outs for this training program. I think my colleagues have mentioned their pearls of wisdom in detail to all of you. I can say only two things. Please participate with full zeal and full gesture. Do not feel that what question you are going to ask is a wrong question, or uh, I will say stupid question. No, just ask. This is how you will increase your confidence. This is how you may realize that what question you have asked was in the mind of many of your fellow students. So please ask, please participate, please stretch yourself too much, and then also participate in all the group discussions and all that. Okay. So that way we can do. I am actually in some public place. So from there, and I wish all of you a very great success in all your lives. I'm sure all my colleagues will be in a position to guide you in a more proper way. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We now have CMA Navneet Kumar Jain, sir, our Central Council member and Chairman Cooperative Development Board of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Riyaji.
And requesting you, sir, to kindly address.
Thank you, Riyaji. First of all, happy Anant Chaturdashi to all the participants, to all the members over here. I'm really happy and to see that this program has been organized very well, and all of us are there to, you can say, guide the students, guide all the recently qualified cost accountants. Respected Neeraj ji, Ashwin sir, Vinay Ranjan sir, Ashish ji, and now Anand ji. They have set the tone for this program. Everybody has spoken so well. A very little is left for me to speak, but I have few things to, you can say, tell you. Few things are there wherein we have, you can say, experienced while having interactions with the industry experts. This is what I would like to bring to all of you, because you are going to start your new life. That is one thing we can say. No, this is a professional life. Till that time you were not qualified, you were a free bird, I can say. Nothing to worry about. Now, once you become a professional, you carry on your shoulders the, you can say, responsibility of creating a brand image for CMA profession too. So you have to act very carefully. Heartiest congratulations to all of you. I know that all of you might be preparing for the, you can say, exam, this interviews, placement. You will be working hard. You have to work hard. You have to move ahead the ladder. You cannot move ahead the ladder until unless you work hard. I have few quotes. One quote is that don't decrease the goal, increase the effort. You know that everybody has spoken, there is too much of competition. But how to, you can say, move ahead of the competition? It is not that I'll do the same way everybody is doing. I have to increase my efforts. That is very, very important thing. I was just going through various quotes and I found out two quotes and thought it better to bring it before you. We keep on conducting various type of training sessions, and few of the training session I always use one quote that is I would like to share with you. The more you read, the more things you will know. This is very important in today's context because you are likely to appear for the interviews. The more you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. So remember, this is very, very important for all of us to move ahead in the fashion that the industry wants us. Thataji has rightly pointed out one very important aspect, that we have many, you can say, advanced studies courses. I'll request all of you to just go through those courses and see to it whatever is relevant for you, whatever you deem fit, please go with that. And we have come across many of our past, you can say, qualified cost accountants who, you can say, joined these courses and got better, you can say, jobs in the industry. You need to set your eyes, where do you want to go? You need to work towards that direction. Today is the time, because I have seen few persons, somebody wants to move into the costing domain, somebody wants to move into the treasury domain, somebody wants to move into the finance domain. So you need to see to it, where do you want to go? And whether are you getting those type of jobs? Because when the companies are coming, they are coming with the specific, you can say, jobs. Where do you want to land? These are things you need to, you can say, question yourself. Anandji has pointed out one very, very relevant thing, and which is applicable to all of us. It was that raise queries, raise questions. I'm telling you one thing I can tell with surety, the opportunity which you will be having now for the next 12 days, you will never have in your life later. Never ever. Because institute has brought in all the, you can say, experts, all the senior persons. You can raise the questions to them, you can ask whatever you want, and I tell you, they can guide you with those things which can change the way you see the life, because they have so much of experience. They have seen the transitions. They know how the industry earlier, what were the expectations, know what are the expectations of the industry. They are the persons who keep on recruiting the senior professionals. So try to spend your time devotedly. I again repeat, you will never ever have these type of 12 days in your life again. So much of industry experts telling you each and everything, resolving your queries, it will be very difficult. So one more thing which I have experienced, and once I went to one of my organization, because we keep conducting cost audits for various companies and keep visiting various companies. Why I'm bringing this before to you, because you will come to know. Once I visited for the very first time, I saw very good, you can say, few things on the notice board. It was mentioned there at least 12 to 14 different type of excuses were mentioned, and it was told, it was specified, do not come with the excuses, just tell us the number, we will know that to which type of excuse you are having. So they were very clear. If you are working in a corporate, there is no place of different type of excuses. If you have to work, you have to work. Come what may, night, morning, today, tomorrow, deadlines are there. You have to comply with the deadlines without failing. So these are the few things. And I always, whenever I address these type of gatherings and these type of, you can say, webinars, I always tell one thing: resolve today that in your first job, you will try to grab the best employee award of the organization. And I'm telling you, just your one thing, your just simple one thing, try to work hard in such a fashion that you will become the best employee of the organization in the very first year, will take you places like anything. And I am not saying you just for the sake of saying. I have few examples with me. Two of the persons who worked with us, they got this thing, and I have seen the growth in the last 9 to 10 years. They have successfully reached to the higher places, got double promotions. All these things have happened. So these are my few words. I just wanted to convey to all of you. Welcome to CMA family once again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Riyaji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable address, and thank you so much for your time and guidance. Thank you so much, sir. We now have our honorable speaker of today's program, CMA Shoma Ghosh, madam. She is CFO of Cummins India Limited. Welcome you, ma'am. Hello.
I was on mute. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Welcome you, ma'am. So I would like to introduce you to our CMA candidates who have just recently qualified. So, ma'am serves as a Chief Financial Officer for Cummins India, a role she assumed in July 2025. She is responsible for shaping the company's financial strategy and value creation. Ma'am has provided strategic oversight to critical finance functions, including cost management, treasury, tax, investor relations, and regulatory compliance, ensuring financial prudence and optimal governance. A passionate advocate for capacity building, she is committed to developing a strong pipeline of finance talent and enabling career development with the functions. She has previously spent 16 years in various strategic financial roles before joining Cummins India. She has served in leadership roles at ZF Group and Altas Copco. Madam holds a bachelor degree in commerce from Pune University, and she is a fellow member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. She is also an alumni of the Cummins IIM Ahmedabad Management Education Program, and ma'am holds a Six Sigma Black Belt certification. That is great to know, ma'am. Beyond work, Shoma ma'am is deeply passionate about mentoring students and young professionals. So, ma'am, welcome you in today's advanced skill training program and request you, ma'am, to kindly guide our recently qualified CMS. Over to you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, Ria ma'am, for this generous introduction. Good morning to all the respected council members, my professors that made me what I am, and of course, the beloved students. This is a great opportunity that the Institute has undertaken. I wish this was there when I qualified way back in 1995. This particular opportunity is one of the best of its kind. I'm not sure if the other institutes do it, so I applaud the Institute for this important initiative. Thank you so much for the opportunity. As you would have heard CMA Ria ma'am talk about my passion, it's basically mentoring students, guiding them through the career journey. And especially today's session, which is basically facing interviews, is extremely important to all of us. I heartily congratulate all of you students to become a proud CMA. And as you know, the slogan that we all are proud of is behind every successful decision, there is a CMA. So you have to be extremely proud of your feat, your achievement, and hold the banner of the Institute with pride. Okay, so the theme of today's discussion is again very close to my heart. It is facing the interviews, getting prepared for placements, and how do you conduct yourself. So I have no slides because I believe in talking, as it comes by. So I am generally going to be a free flow speaker. I will limit this discussion from my end to 30 minutes, and remaining time should be for questions. So this is the format we will follow. Okay, first and foremost, when you get called for an interview, you have to understand the company, what the company does. Every company has its vision, mission, purpose, products, study the locations. So be aware of the company first. Read. Today, in today's times, thanks to social media, thanks to Google, thanks to a lot of other options, Screener, Zerodha, so many other options are there to understand what the company is all about. So please read about the company and be confident about what you read. Maybe make some notes in the book. And you don't have to carry things. Just remember, you all are all qualified CMAs, so we have a good memory. So try to imagine what the company will be like and read about the company. So that is the first thing, right? When there is a job interview and you are aware of the company, I assume you are aware of the products, ask questions. Like one of the senior professional here said, no question is stupid. So the institute is introducing you all to us. So please reach out to me, for example. I can help you out with understanding more about the company. Yeah. So don't hesitate to ask questions. Be well prepared about what the company does. I'll tell you, certain companies have very strong principles. For example, I work for Cummins India. The principles are integrity, transparency, diversity, inclusion, teamwork. So understand what these concepts are and be prepared. First thing. Second, understand. I have some notes, so I will just look down for a second and then start talking. Today you have LinkedIn as a social professional forum. Every company will have employees working for the company. Certain key employees like the key managerial personnel, which means if it is a listed entity, well and good. You anyways get results published into the social domain, right? It is a public information. So we all are learned. We understand numbers. So if it is a listed entity means listed with the BSE, NSE stock exchanges. The information about the company in terms of its numbers or financial statements are easily available. That is on the Google or other websites that we have. Now, if you're not able to access it, go to LinkedIn. First of all, get into LinkedIn. It's a great professional forum. Understand who the employees are. Connect with the employees of the company that is inviting you for interview, right? Connect with the employees, learn about the employees. For example, I will always start with an example. Say, our Vice President, CMA Neeraj Joshi, he's on LinkedIn. Click him and click on him, click on me, see what I have done. What is the company I work for? What does the company do? Everything is available on social media, right? So you have to go through that. It will help you. Third, when the interview is announced, understand the format of the interview. For example, today we are doing a virtual session. I would have loved to do a physical session, but we are diverse. We come from various regions in India. We come from various geographies in India. So it is a virtual format. When it is a virtual format, always ensure that you look in the camera. Today, there are a lot of cases of moonlighting. There are a lot of cases of impersonification, which means that student A appears for the interview, student B joins. There are a lot of cases like this. So companies are, tuned to thinking like that. So face the camera. Ensure that you're well dressed. A blazer helps, being very corporate. Ensure that you use the right languages. And one of our learned professionals talked about communication. It is very important that if you're not good at English, or if you've not come from a English medium school, and the vernacular languages play a role in your life. For example, I can speak Marathi. Not everybody can speak Marathi on this forum. I can speak Bengali because I am a Bengali. But generally speaking, corporate world will have English as its professional languages because it's a very big or a small world that we have. It's a big community in the small world, and English is a generally accepted medium of language. Unless you're joining an Indian company and you have a mix of Hindi and English, but that is very rare. But when you are going as qualified students and qualified professional students as CMAs, you need to be fairly decent and reasonable in communicating in English. Be confident of what you say. So the language is very important. One of the ways to develop the confidence is, and this is my way, I'll tell you, look in the mirror, stand in front of the mirror and start talking. See how you talk. Any topic. If you like the Harry Potter movies. Just pick up a topic and talk, and see how your gestures are. Like my hands, I'm using my hands. So say somebody asks me, what do you do? So I said, I'm a professional qualified cost and management accountant. So, the way you express yourself, you can actually visualize that by talking and looking in the mirror. It gives you a lot of confidence. It gives you a lot of confidence in how you throw your words. Because the interview panel that generally is established, be it virtually or in person, comprises of minimum 2 to 3 people. And understand one thing, all these interview panelists, they come from learned backgrounds, they come from the organization, they are aware of the subject matter. So when you speak, the way you throw your words, the way you speak holds a lot of relevance. So be confident, understand the job description extremely well. When you get a call for the interview, if you get a hold onto the job description, if you don't understand the job description, reach out to the HR partner. Typically, the interviews are organized by Human Resource Department. The Human Resource Department is the first contact person. Typically, I'm saying in general companies that I've worked in, the human resource person generally reaches out to the placement and the agencies, and then that comes to the students. So if the job description is not very clear, ask questions. Okay. Finance profession is a very vast profession. Why it is vast? Because it's not only about costing. It is about investments. It's about investment banking. It's about FP&A, which is planning, forecasting, analysis. It's about controlling. Some people call it FP&A, which is planning, forecasting, and controlling. Some people call it controlling. Some organizations call it budgeting, forecasting. That's another field. You will have treasury, which is banking, where you deal with cash and you generate cash and you establish a healthy balance sheet for the organization. You may have taxation, and you may have various fields in taxation. You may have international tax and transfer pricing. You may have direct taxation. You may have indirect taxation, right? Then you can also do internal audit. You can do business controls and compliance. So finance field is extremely broad, and we are fortunate to get into that professional, world. So when you receive a job description, understand what the job description is all about. Does it talk about a generalistic role, which means that you just get into the organization as a fresher? Whether the job description talks about a CWA, CMA fresher, great. If it talks about it, nothing like it, because you go with an open mind. And as you are all students getting into the professional world, I think having an open mind really helps, because you are in the explorer mode. It's like exploring a new world of investments, exploring a new world of taxation, unless you have a favorite subject. For example, my favorite subject is controls. I love controls because that is the work that makes me happy when I joined, right? Did I get to do controls? No, because the job was very generalistic. Just get into the open world of the organization, give your 100%, and then explore other functions of finance to become a CFO today, right? So when your job description comes, that's the first Bible that you need to discover. You need to understand what the job description is all about. Ask questions to the company and be clear about it. Then comes the date of the interview. As I said, be presentable. See what you wear. If it's a virtual thing, get into the camera, see how you are presenting yourself, be confident. Absolutely be confident. Try not to look here and there, because then people get very speculative of what the candidate is doing. Is he going through Google? Is he reading a book? So be careful of how you present yourself, and I'm sure you all will do a good job. Then comes to the actual interview questions. Be well prepared, because you've gone through the job description, you understand what the job description is all about, you're confident of what you understand. If you don't know an answer, just say that I'm sorry, I don't know it. Don't beat about the bush. Okay, be very direct. And a direct person is appreciated, because when you get into the real world of working, you'll have many stakeholders. You will have the finance team, you'll have cross-functional team like purchasing, sales, operations, production. You'll have many things, right? So how you react to a particular question is very important. This is what they observe. So be very direct. If you don't understand an answer, a question, say, I beg your pardon, can you please repeat it? No harm, absolutely no harm, right? I forgot to tell you one thing. Read Economic Times or read the Financial Express or whatever finance information, economic affairs. And why it is so important is because today's world is all about geopolitical issues. And as finance professionals, knowing geopolitical issues is extremely important. How the tariffs are faring for India. If it's a multinational company that comes to you, then that multinational company will certainly deal with the states, the USA, right? What is the impact of the reciprocal tariffs? These are basics. Of course, the academic qualification has its own advantages because now you understand so many topics, right? But today's world is about practical experience, like practical knowledge. So tariffs, what is a GST 2.0 talking about? What is the income tax bill talking about? It doesn't harm to know some more information. Not necessarily you'll be asked. But if they ask you a topic, say that, hey, which is something that you would like to talk about, that you want us to know. If they're impressed with you, they will ask this question. So it is always good to have general economic affairs knowledge. The best thing is read the Economic Times. It just places you up to speed. I do that every morning. I do that every single morning. Even if I have such a busy calendar, I don't miss reading newspapers or, get into some professional forums. For example, form a group. In that group, I'm sure you'll have a study group, even that friends will continue to be friends forever, right? Use the study group to discuss certain things. Sometimes it may sound boring because, sometimes studies, after you finish qualification, you say, whoosh, I've cleared. But it always helps to continue these professional discussions and stay updated with current affairs. Now, coming back to the interview. So if they ask you to talk about a topic, choose a favorite topic. You can choose tax, you can choose treasury, and they may ask you, what do you want to do? If they ask you what do you want to do, unless you have a favorite topic or something that you aspire to become, talk about it. Else you just say, I'm coming with an open mind. You just place me somewhere. I'm fortunate to be invited to the interview. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm here with an open mind. I want to explore myself. I want to be fortunate to work in the esteemed organization. Just offer me a role and I will do my best. That's the best answer to give. Now, never look at the watch when an interview happens, even if you're at home or you're doing it virtually. Never look at the watch. Just be very open, keep it free flowing unless they stop talking, right? Now, there are some interview people in the panel that will purposely ask you stupid questions. And I'm being very careful with my words. They will make you uncomfortable because that's the real world. You can't expect somebody to be offering you a bed of roses. Sometimes you have to walk through the, very difficult paths. And at the same time, smell the roses on the way. So some of the interview panelists, they ask you questions like, what makes you uncomfortable? So if now I'm experienced, I have 29 years of experience, right? So I can handle these questions. And I also ask those questions sometimes just to see how the student is from an attitude standpoint, right? It's always better to say that maybe, a faster decision can help. Maybe, if I'm doing the right thing, a feedback can help. Maybe you can, let me know how I'm faring. So a checkpoint in, say, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months can help me. If I don't understand how I'm doing and, I appreciate feedback, then I'm not sure what I'm into. Sometimes I get into that speculative mode. So these are some of the ways that you can react to questions, right? The other thing is some of the interviews happen to be like, can you draw up a cash flow statement? It happens. And that's a very common question because cash flow statements is a part of our curriculum. So what you should do is just take so you can ask, can I have a marker? Okay, where is the whiteboard? If you're in person, that is helpful because then the student can actually go up to the board, draw up an indirect method cash flow statement because that's generally the method the companies use. and that becomes an in-person sort of a demonstration. Now, if you do not get a chance to demonstrate it in person, talk about it and be very, very specific about what exactly can come into the operating activities, investing activities, financing activities, right? And you will certainly, if you make an impression on the interview panelists, they will have some of the demonstrations to come from you. That time you should be very, very confident and be happy that you have made an impression on the panels, right? On the panelists that are learned people. So don't hesitate to talk about a cash flow statement if you're asked. Don't hesitate to talk about geopolitical issues. India, okay, some basic thing. India has been a very stable country. Okay, Prime Minister Modi goes and meets a Putin or a Zelensky, maintains a very, very calm stand. So sometimes they may get a little bit of tricky questions coming at you, saying that, how do you think India is reacting to it? So some of the questions could be like this. Just be very, very high level aware. You don't have to get into the details, right? So that's on economic affairs. Then, very important is when they ask you to ask a question, because what happens is sometimes it becomes a one-way traffic. So like I'm the interview panelist and I will ask you a question. Sometimes it becomes a one-way traffic with me, my colleagues in the virtual room. There'll be an HR person also that understands. HR person will always be there. Sometimes it is there during the panel, or sometimes it is there after the panel once you get selected and shortlisted. So when there's an HR round, understand that you've been shortlisted. So that's a good signal. But sometimes what happens is there could be some questions about the job description. Be free to ask these questions. Say that, there are certain topics in the job description. May I ask a question? And they will give you that opportunity. Okay. Don't feel shy to drink water if your throat gets dry. Just be free. Be very free, because that brings a confidence in the students. So ask about the job description. What does the job talk about? If there's any doubt, ask. There is no stupid question. And when in doubt, always ask a question. Even when you start working as professionals, always ask a question. Never assume. Clear? Okay. Then also, if they ask you, okay, what do you know about the organization? You should disclose the means or the mediums that has helped you to know about the organization. Right? For example, if you get an job offer from or rather job interview from Larsen and Toubro, Ultratech Cement. I talked about information is available on various websites. Now, you should disclose that, I've gone through a screener. I've gone through a certain website, and this is what I understand about the company. I understand these are the values about the company. I understand this is the vision or the mission about the company. However, I am very high level. I may have more information once, I get to read more about the company. So be very, very open about this. Transparency is the key. So disclose about the company if they ask you. Never talk about something you don't know. Okay, just be upfront and say, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I probably may have to read more. Easy. That's absolutely acceptable to the corporate world. Right? Then acknowledge the fact that you are a student. Acknowledge the fact that you come from a very theoretical background. Acknowledge the fact that you've been exposed to industrial training, but for a limited number of months or years. Because when you do that, it's a disclaimer, right? It's a very raw disclaimer. So these are some of the tips that I wanted to talk about. I am done. It's 11:36. Now I've opened the floor for questions. And please ask me any questions. I take about 13 interviews in 3 months, in a quarter. So I can absolutely guide you to how you can, prepare yourself and help you out with it. So over to you. So Ria ma'am, how does this happen? Do the students raise a hand and...
Hello? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how do they ask a question? They can just raise a
Yeah.
hand, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
have,
they need help.
ma'am, it is in YouTube platform. So we have some questions we are having from the students. So we can share it with you.
Yes, please. Should I log into YouTube? I have a link there as well.
Ma'am, one question we have got from Meghashri Vani. What type of questions to prepare for technical rounds? If you can kindly guide.
Okay. Typically, your technical round means something that is to do with the professional qualification. For example, try to ask a question to, and generally try to ask at least 12 questions to yourselves whenever you appear for interviews. For example, what do you understand about the current tax regime? Okay. So read about the current tax regime. How is it different from, and there could be a plethora of questions that can be thrown at us. So we have to be prepared in terms of what we have studied. One is, how do you think theory is different from practice, or how do you think practical is different from theory, whichever way that could be. And typically what we ask, I'll tell you, we ask is, how do you feel about the professional qualification? What do you think CMAs can add value to the profession? Where do you think you can help us in our day-to-day jobs? So you should talk about various costing methods that organizations use. You should talk about the IND AS, and that's very important. Technical rounds will always have IND AS standards. And because you all are absolutely fresh out of the professional qualification, out of the institute, knowing IND AS standards is extremely important. And they can ask you any IND AS standard. So be prepared for Indian accounting standards. Be prepared for the cost accounting standards. Be prepared for the Companies Act. For example, what do you think is the changes that Companies Act brings to the Security Exchange Board rules on related parties, for example? Because now SEBI is getting very, very firm, and there are so many regulations coming up on related party transactions. So what do you understand by related party transactions, especially if you're getting into a listed entity? And be aware of the current announcements. They are all available on the social media. You get into Companies Act, search Companies Act on Google, you'll get a list of the Companies Act. It comes in soft copy. Be aware of taxation. They may ask you a question on what are the various methods of transfer pricing. Okay. What are the various methods of costing? Typically, which costing methods people use? What are the inventory methods? What do you mean by inventory valuation? So because you all are students, they will not get into very, very detailed, but technical rounds are typically about the current affairs, the Companies Act, transfer pricing standards, etc.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So another question from Ritik Pathak. He is asking how to handle salary negotiation.
Okay. Okay. One of the ground rules of any career, and this is, please take this very seriously. Salary never comes first. Never. If you get into salary discussions, half the 50% of the job is gone. Because what we really check in students is their passion, their rigor to get into the industry and learn, apply knowledge. It is never money comes first. So this is a ground rule. Remember one thing in professional career, in professional life, never ask about a hike. A position always drives the salary. It is never the other way around. Okay. understand one thing. If you're shortlisted, you've answered everything correctly. If you're shortlisted, when they offer it, typically you go in as freshers, right? Unless you're already, because CMA is a broad professional qualification. You don't have an age bar. Some of us already must be in the industry. Some of us may have experience of 5 years, 6 years, and there are a lot of qualified company secretaries that also do a CMA after a break. There are a lot of working mothers that study after a break. Now that's a different league. Okay, I'll hit that league also and the current league also. So if the current league is about freshers, the organization will offer you what it offers to other freshers. They will not discriminate. So it just comes to you as this is the offer letter. This is what we offer. There's generally no negotiations there. They just tell you this is what we offer. So accept it. I can promise you that if you do well, if you perform well, if your objectives are met, if you're exceeding your expectations of the company, the general increment is between 8 and 14%, depending on which level of performance you are in. So don't worry about salary negotiation when you join. But let me touch the other part. If you are a qualified, already an MBA finance, you've worked in the industry, then comes a negotiation, because you have to also give value to your qualifications and your experience. Then you should always check about what's the general band, which position are you placing me in, which is why I said go through LinkedIn, understand what are the professionals that are working. If you know somebody, it's a very small world. If you know somebody, please connect with that person upfront and understand more about how the organization fares, how does it treat good performance, what are the midterm and final year periods of assessing performance. Like in Cummins, we do a midterm and a final year assessment of performance. We actually rate people on potential and performance both. So how quick you can get into a new role and how well are you performing. So these are the two cadres that we use to assess performance and then decide salary. So typically when you're an experienced professional getting into the negotiations, always tell them that please place me on the band that I deserve. That's a very professional answer to that question. Never ask for a hike. 30%, 25%, these are very cheap discussions to have. So remember these things. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So next question we have received, that is how to crack GD. So what are the tips to crack group discussion?
Okay.
And to answer well.
Yeah. So this is a good question. Thank you for asking. And it's a very practical question. So there could be companies, but very seldom opportunities like this, unless you're getting into a group discussion as a result of an analytical role or an analysis role that you're going to perform. So when you're doing a group discussion, what are the watchouts is you need to be collaborative. You need to have an eye of listening. Okay. Remember one thing, I miss this, when you're appearing for interviews, always listen first. Don't interrupt the questions when the questions are coming at us, right? So when you're doing a group discussion, always be accommodative of the ideas and try to make a point by interjecting. Say that, sorry, I have a point to make. Don't just interject. A group discussion is generally about one topic. Be aware of the topic. Be very clear about what the topic is. If there is a heads up that you get prior to the group discussion, it gives you some time to prepare about the topic. So when you prepare, don't only prepare the theoretical part by reading a chat GPT or a Microsoft Copilot, but see how that can be applied in real terms. So talk to your friends, talk to your senior colleagues, talk to, say, family members who are in the industry to understand more about the topic so that you come with more knowledge, right? When you have the knowledge and you're in the group, typically it's a group of 6 to 7 people or 4 to 5 people. Know about your members around the group. So understand your neighbors. It helps. It's like getting into a boardroom without understanding who are the board members. That doesn't help. So when you're in a group discussion, if you get an opportunity to network well in advance, understand what each people in the group are doing, what they have studied. Not necessarily all will be CMAs. Some could be CAs, some could be CS, CFAs, some could be MBAs. Okay, so you'll have a mix of the group. And what they really check is how you're able to address the topic, how you're able to have an eye of listening, how you're able to address the questions that are within the group. So they check your gestures, they take your skills in expressing your views. So this is how typically a group discussion happens. So be prepared about the topic, understand your neighbors, your group, if you get a chance, network, and interject by apologizing to interject, because you can't be disrespectful to somebody that's speaking, so you need to ask permission. So the basic observations that we do is, how is the candidate accommodative, how is it approachable to ideas, how is the candidate able to express his or her own ideas and respect the views. So this is how, and awareness of the subject goes without saying.
So we have actually many questions, but yeah, our time is short.
You can mail me. You can mail me. I will also respond to all of your questions. No problem. And you please share my email ID also.
Yes.
If they have any direct questions, students can also mail. But you can ask. I can go up to 12 if that is fine.
Yeah. So So last question we will take, as we are having short of time and our other speakers are also there.
Sure.
So one question students are asking that some as CMA, it is a very tough to clear. So few students may have taken multiple attempts to clear the CMA course. So how to address these questions if the interviewer asks? So if you can kindly guide.
Sure. That's a good apparent question. So typically, some people don't ask because it's a tough nut to crack, and these are tough questions. These are all India exams, so not necessarily people would harp upon which attempt, but there are organizations that ask how many attempts. If you have a genuine reason to it, for example, you've given one group at a time, talk about it. It's not necessarily that you have to give both the groups at a time, but some of the organizations also check the mark sheets, and they do. Like when I joined Cummins after 28 years of or 29 years of experience, I had to submit my school mark sheets also. They actually have, some of the verifiers verifying the mark sheets also. Like for example, Cummins goes with a Big Four organization that does background checks, etc. So there's no end to verifications. But be very clear and open about the attempts that you had. Talk about a subject that you perhaps found tough to clear, but you cleared because you cleared, you're here, right? So be proud of the attempts that you cleared, and don't be reactive to a question. Be acceptable to the question. Okay, I hope I've made myself clear. Don't be reactive. Don't have an expression of sadness or a surprise shock when you're asked, because generally what happens is, when we are all students, then we are expected to study, and we have to give our 120% when we are studying, because we have no other jobs to do unless there are distractions in the family, some sad events or something. Otherwise we are supposed to study. So generally people prefer to go with students that have maximum 2 or 3 attempts, but that is with very rare organizations. So don't be worried about it. Just be confident about your answers. I think that will crack it completely.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for answering the questions, and you have really set the right tone for today's program. And we are very thankful that today you came for your time and guidance. You have shared the proper roadmap to the candidates, how they should prepare for themselves for the interview. So we would request you for further more programs like today. Okay, so we will be really thankful if you can kindly come to our programs in future programs. So today we are ending your training session as of now, and we look forward for more to hear from you more, ma'am. So we are very thankful. Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Approach me. Just one quote to leave with. I believe in Nelson Mandela's quote that education is the only weapon that can move the world. So keep educating. Pleasure to have me here. It's a topic close to my heart. Please email me the questions. I will respond to each one of them. And please reach out, students, if you have anything. I'm available on LinkedIn. And thank you to the organization, to the institute, to give me an opportunity. Look forward. Thank you so much. Have a nice event.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have our honorable speaker of today's program, next speaker, Sri Sriram Santhanan sir, Director Finance and Company Secretary at Flowsurf India Controls Private Limited. Welcome you, sir, in today's program.
Thank you, Riyaji.
Yeah, welcome you, sir. And we would like to introduce sir to our audience. So, sir has more than 25 years of professional experience in finance, accounting, treasury, direct and indirect taxes, transfer pricing, cross-border taxation, tax planning, audit, compliance, legal and secretarial functions, ERP implementations, including managing the shared services accounting operations for a global client. Sir is currently serving as a board member in 5 companies and CSR committee member in 3 companies. He has served in various industries such as financial services, automobile information technology and IT enabled service and engineering and manufacturing. Sir has many industry recognitions like winner of Flowsurf 2021, 22, 23 ESG award under valuing our communities for CSR work, winner of CFO of the year 2022 by USB Forums in their 8th edition of Future of Finance Summit and Award 2023, and much more, many others recognitions sir has like winner of CFO of the year 2023 by UBS Forums in their 10th editions. So we are very honored and happy that you have come to our inaugural session of this advanced skill training program to guide our newly qualified CMS. So welcome you, sir, and request you, sir, to kindly address. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Riya ma'am, and morning, students. Am I audible, Riyaji?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thanks. I think whatever I was thinking of providing some inputs, I think my previous speaker has given a lot of insight. So I am just trying to bring new points in the last few minutes because many are repetitive and many are very, very important, what Soma Ghosh has told. Thanks to the institute. In fact, I qualified back almost 25, 30 years back. So we are moving from Pune to south of Bangalore. I'm based out of Bangalore. As an open thing, please reach out to me for any clarification after this session. So many things I'll try to, or few things I'll still repeat what my previous speaker has told. So today is a world of information. So as she was telling, read the newspaper. I have been reading the newspaper from my college days for more than 25, 30 years. So it won't cost much. Subscribe to your own business standard or financial express or economic times, which is very important because CMA institute qualification is theory, but how do you develop yourself to the next level is your knowledge. I was reading the GST 2.0 to the Income Tax Act, changes to other things. I didn't expect my team to come and present me for a half an hour summary. So knowledge is very, very important. Don't lose this. We all might think, hey, I passed a very tough qualification of a CMA or CS or CA, but that is just a start. You cannot relax. If you're taken a professional course, you cannot relax till you retire from the job. So continue the same passion of the knowledge. And today jobs are plenty. Once you move to the first job, you might think, hey, I got a salary and I want to stop the learning. No. How do you want to be a differentiator from others is very, very important. And just to give a statistics, 65% of the India's population out of 130 crores is below 35 years of age. So the guys who are there, as I'm assuming I heard 1,000 students are participating. You guys are the future of India, and India is moved almost to a developed country from a developing nation. So if you guys perform well, it's going to be the building of the nation and the place where you live. And there are no shortcuts to grow in a career. Maybe I will still acknowledge to the previous speaker, we grew in an age where the jobs are tough 25 years back. So today you have lots of opportunity. And I was just telling my wife that I'm talking to the students and she was wondering what CMA Institute is doing this. So you guys are very, very lucky, and you have to thank the team who is organizing this program because they are opening a big opportunity for you to talk to people and learn from the experts and understand and take notes and do whatever is possible for your interview. So no shortcuts, work hard, and you need to be smarter in your work. Again, I acknowledge Soma Ghosh of listening skills and patience are very, very important. Even in today's tariff war, if you notice for the last 15 days, India is very, very patient. We are showing the resilience as a country. So patience is very important. Resilience is very important. And money is the last thing you should aim at. Unless you have some financial difficulties, I think don't bother about the salaries and other things for the first few years of career. First 5 to 10 years of career, more qualification, more knowledge is your fundamentals. Just after that, things will knock your door. And you try to find out what is your interest. Where do you want to take your career? Whether you want to be in a manufacturing industry or a service industry or a shared services consulting company, whether you want to do a CMA practice, talk to your mentors, talk to your seniors, and you need to find where you want to go. I have been in industry for almost 25, 30 years now, so I never want to be in practice, but not at the, maybe I will move to practice over a period of time, but you should have a clear thinking of where you want to go in your profession, because that's very important for your interview. If you're attending a shared services industry interview where you don't have an interest and then try to tell some lies, you will be caught, because if that is not the interest, that's not be interest. Or you still want to be open, just be open. Like how I have been very open. So I moved into financial services industry, automobile industry, then to shared services, and then to manufacturing in a leadership role. So it's up to you to decide on where you want to move in the industry or the services or the practice. And use the social media very, very professionally, not to just upload some photographs of your private visits and other things, because today companies are watching the social media about the character of the people outside what you do. So one of the things, it's up to the it could be a little harsh statement from me, but it's up to the individuals to take it. Try to have one character in your life, either it's personal or professional, which is very, very important, because today with the social media around, you cannot try to hide something out of your professional career. We are all professionals, so try to be professional even in your personal career, which will really be helpful. LinkedIn is a great platform. After the COVID outbreak, even I was very low on social media, but today I'm little active or more active in LinkedIn, because it gives lots of information and connection to the people. If anybody needs any support from me, just drop a mail or connect through LinkedIn. I'll try to help the people as much as possible. And one of the important things, again, you guys are in the beginning of the career, be ethical in what you do. And that's very, very important. I think we all have written for our final exams also of the Cost Accountant Act, where we talk about the ethics and other things. So we need to be very, very serious about ethics in our professional career. And what are the problem solving skills you guys wants to have it? That's very important. So when a company is taking you for a professional job as a cost accountant or joining a CFO's office, they expect you to be different from a commerce graduate, because they are going to be placing you on a different salary band. So how different you are, and what are the problems you are trying to solve when compared to the other team members. If you don't know, as Soma Ghosh said, admit you don't know, but try to get into it and learn and support that organization for their objective. Try to work for the organizational objective rather than the personal objectives. If you start performing professionally, your boss will start knowing what is your requirement, and you will get your personal agenda cleared. So don't concentrate on the what salary increase you want and what is the 30%, 40%. So those are all the subsidiary. So concentrate on the job and the branding of yours, and where do you want to position yourself in the organization is very, very important. And very important thing for you people, because as I said, 65% of the India's population is below 35 years of age. Technology is very, very, very important. In our traditional professional course, technology is still there, but today you need to be on top of the technology. I have been part of some ERP implementation, fortunately, in my career, without knowing what is the technology. But today, you guys can learn some of the technology from outside by subscribing to some of the professional or non-professional courses, or to many of the organizations around your house. Learn Oracle, SAP, or Zoho, or whatever ERPs you want to know. Nothing wrong in learning it. And of course, we need to be on top of the AI and ChatGPT of what's happening on the industry, because there is no need for anybody to prepare a balance sheet or a profit and loss account in today's world. just the data is fed in and you get the details. So where do you want to differentiate? And fundamentals are very important. Like when you define an ERP, they will devise which costing methodology you want to have, whether it's a standard costing or a weighted average method or a simple average or a weighted average or whatever it is. But if you want to talk about that, you need to have a knowledge. But if you know about the technology, it's really great. Invest on your technological knowledge, because you have a basic cost and management qualification now, which is toughest to crack. And get into a technological knowledge also, which will really be important, and you will be a person different from others. And do not stop of having more qualification. In fact, I understand Institute is also doing the advanced courses. Get into the advanced courses of specializing in specific areas, or try to get the other professional qualification, which is very, very important. And don't stop your seeking of knowledge. You should have a fire in the belly for always seeking the knowledge. And one thing I'll try to address of what somebody has asked my previous speaker is the number of attempts. I think you should not worry much, because we all know the percentage of results. Keep the statistics on your packet. If somebody has passed in second attempt, third attempt, or fourth attempt, don't worry about it. Keep the statistics of the institute's result percentage in your packet and tell them during your interview, yes, I got this, I passed this in second attempt or third attempt, but this is the result percentage. And have a very, very clear reasons of why you failed on a particular attempt. It could be because of you're not able to prepare, or you lost a few marks, or it is because of the aggregate, or there is no need for the people who have passed on the second or third attempt to be shy. Because even I did all the 3 professional courses, but I have not passed everything in first attempt. So I never been shy to say, yes, I failed on a particular attempt, but I passed on the next attempt. So you don't have to worry about being shy that you cleared it, because this is toughest course, and the institute will continue to give those type of result percentages only. So that's a demand supply decision of all the institutes. So that way you don't have to worry about the number of attempts you make. And again, if you are not in the merit list of the rank holder, you don't have to worry, because there are limited people who can get into the merit list. But for the students, you are a cost and management accountant. Be proud to be a cost and management accountant, and that's where the important thing of being a professional in the system. And nothing much. I think I have covered almost all the points I covered, and in fact, Soma also covered about the communication in the dress code. It's very, very important, and communication is the key. In fact, I again wants to pick up a thought that talk in front of the mirror. I still remember, I'm talking about 18 years back, when I was in one of a US MNC. One of the Indians who moved to US and came back, he clearly told, he was from a remote village in Karnataka. He told me that when he moved to US, he used to practice of talking in front of a mirror every day for 15 minutes to 20 minutes to come to closer to the US slang. So you don't need to have a US slang, but communication is very important. If you feel that you don't have a good communication, join some professional English communication courses. There are plenty available in India, because English is the key for a professional organization. And being in Bangalore with my team, I communicate only in English, because Bangalore is a diversified culture. People with multiple language skills from multiple states are living here. So only way to communicate is English. So English is a key thing. It's not our language, but we don't want to get into that side of the discussion of which language is better or which language is inferior. But English is the key, and which is very important. Don't be shy that I'm not great in English or good in English or bad in English, but communication is the key. And don't worry if you're getting into one particular interview or getting into multiple interviews. The world is big. The jobs are plenty, and focus well and dream big. Like again, I will go back to Dhoni. Like, though you just see MS Dhoni, no, correct? So we all know that he was just a ticket checker. Dream big, control your emotions, and be confident in your interview. Don't show any anger, or if there is a tough question, you admit that I don't know the answer, but I will try to learn. And like Soma said, take the latest thing. Suppose you are applying for, say, an audit job in a particular audit team in a particular company, learn tax also, because the interviewer might test you, hey, do you know the latest GST? Don't think that it is not related to the job description. Knowledge is the key, and read well, and there are lots and lots of materials available. I always tell people you have 52 Saturdays and 52 Sundays apart from your 5 days of pressure work. Allot some 8 to 10 hours of your professional development. That's what I have been doing. My family knows it. So that's very important. 8 to 10 hours of time you need to allot at least every weekend for your professional development. That's where you can take individual to a next level so that you are unique in the system. I think to taking the timing and the multiple speakers till the evening, Riyaji, I think I'll stop at this level. And as I said, people can reach out to me through LinkedIn or through the email, because I can go on with the amount of pressures and problem solving things we could get fortunately in my career. If there are any questions.
So one query, one question we have received from the students that at this point when they are going to give the interview, so which sector they should means look first for the interview, means they should look for any sector specific or any organization?
No, it depends. In fact, where they are living is very important. If they want to be mobile, manufacturing is going to boom, and semiconductor is the other industry which is booming. Of course, they need to have a job in those industries. Typically, what happens is everybody wants to be in software industry, 9 to 5 job, technology. But I will slightly differ. I have worked in hardcore factories 6 days a week, going in buses and trains to your job. And then I moved to a shared service industry, moved to a manufacturing sector. But if you want to learn a lot, be in manufacturing. Not that I want to tell that I am in manufacturing now or I am because cost and management accountants are important. If you want to strengthen your fundamentals, get into a manufacturing company where you can learn more than being in service industry. But if you want to be in consulting over a period of time and you want to learn the nuances of offshoring, onshoring, you want to do some global professional qualification along with that, move out of India, then it's a different ballgame. But if you want to be in India today, manufacturing is booming. There is also a performance linked incentive government has given recently because it is China plus one story which is going on, and we want to be alternative to China for the global supply chain. Manufacturing is a big thing. People are not coming forward because of the technological boom in the last 15 years. But that's a great industry to go. And as a cost and management accountant, it's a great organization to be in. So that's my simple or detailed answer, Riyaji.
So thank you, sir, for your advice and guidance that you have given to the CMS. So we hope that our students have really learned and enlightened by the address that you gave, Shoma ma'am gave. So we are really happy to have the speakers like you and madam also. So thank you, sir, for gracing today's program. And so we will go to the next speaker.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So now we are. Hello. So now we have CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay, sir, Honorable Central Council member and Chairman Banking, Financial Services and Insurance Board and Agriculture Cost Management Board of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Welcome you, sir, to the Advanced Skill Training Program inaugural session. So requesting you, sir, to kindly address.
Thank you. Thank you, CMA Riya Chaudhary, for giving me an opportunity to speak few words to our all ambassador of these professions today. I'm a respected president of the institute, CMA TC.S. Prasad, and my vice president, CMA Niraj Joshi, and the chairman of this particular committee, this particular placement, career counseling placement committee, CMA Vinay Ranjan, and all other council colleagues, and especially all these CMA qualified CMAs who have joined our family and who has made us proud after they have qualified this CMA. And today I am very fortunate because being a council member, this sort of programs. I was listening to CMA Shoma Ghosh. I was listening to Mr. Sriram. I was just getting myself absorbed on their when they were speaking on how our qualified CMAs should be navigating their career for the future. Friends, I just want to tell you one aspect here, that this particular session, which has been capsuled by our CMA Binay Ranjan, chairman of the committee, first of all, I must convey my heartfelt thanks and gratitude, because being a council member, he is so much engrossed and so much he is having the involvement on this for your career building. And that is a great, I should say you are lucky in that sense. If you believe in that, when you are doing some great job, you have to also bear with certain opportunities, lucks and others. So in this particular session, I've been given only some few minutes, but I'll be trying to justify that how your career is going to be glorified in one of the sectors which I am heading from the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, ICMI, the chairman of Banking, Financial Service and Insurance Board. There are ample opportunities for fully qualified cost and management accountants in this banking, financial service and insurance sector. As professional, CMAs can contribute across diverse functions such as credit, treasury, due diligence, finance, marketing, and of course HR in both public and private sector organizations. Why I have told you in HR? One of our CMA, proud CMA member is the General Manager HR of a public sector bank. For those who wish to pursue practice, there are multiple avenues, including stock audits, due diligence audits, and risk-based internal audits also, receivable audits, and most important, another thing is that credit appraisal for project financing. Friends, I just want to mention you, our institute has come out with many publications to enrich your knowledge post-qualification CMA. We have brought out several documents like infrastructure financing, which is one of the very important facets of the whole country. As you know, that Government of India, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Finance Minister, they have all laid emphasis on the infrastructure of this country. And here, as a CMA, you have got a lot of contribution. For this, our institute has come out with a robust publications on infrastructure financing. Because after these qualifications, now, as you have received the passport to enter into the various, corporates, various fields of your choice, you must have the value additions with your career. And that is most important. And these value additions, we are, from the BFSI board, we are continuously striving hard to put before you. And let me tell you, this another areas are agency for specialized monitoring, special monitoring, this monitoring aspect of the bank's loan, credit appraisal. Here cost accountants are being engaged by IBA, Indian Bank Association. You can work as a valuers, insolvency professionals, advisors. These are all linked to the, even the merger acquisitions and share buyback and IPO pricing. They all are in the field of your CMA's domain area. And in the insurance sector, both life and non-life, we CMAs can begin as executives. Practitioners may also have their varied fields as surveyors, loss assessors for perils such as fire, earthquake, or other type of calamities, act of God, caused by the act of God. Further, you'll be very happy under the LIC Act. CMAs can serve as internal auditor, while the Companies Act mandates internal audit assignments for many organizations, creating another strong practicing area. And financial services, these also include, and it provides a wide spectrum of opportunities for CMAs. You can act as an internal auditor for depositors and broking agencies. You can certify share reconciliations. You can undertake forensic audits as mandated by SEBI and recognized by IBA for banks and NBFCs. You can serve as a fund manager of mutual funds and oversee distribution processes. You can work as a risk assessors in enterprise risk management, which is called ERM. And you can provide investment advisory services to individuals and corporates for better financial management. And to strengthen this professional readiness for yours, our BFSI board has been offering specialized certificate courses since 2020. Currently, 4 exclusive programs are available for you, because when you will be entering into this gamut of in your career, if you choose this BFSI sector, you must have the knowledge on these sectors. That's why Institute, we are very much grateful. The whole council has thought this, that there should be courses for our value addition courses for our those are being qualified as CMA. You know, there are concurrent audit course, credit management course, there's all certificate course, treasury and international banking, and fintech, along with collaborations. Collaborations have been made with the National Stock Exchange Academy, NISM, and National Insurance Academy. These programs will help you, those who are newly qualified CMAs, sharing their domain expertise and stay ahead of the curve. And another important message I want to give you, every day, in a daily basis, BFSI board is giving you a news update to keep our members and qualified CMAs informed and are confident so that you feel confident during interviews, peer discussions, and professional interactions. I was just listening Madam Shoma Ghosh's deliberations, and I think our institute is the right track, that we are providing these opportunities to our all young CMAs. Those who will be able to, every day they can read this, they can go through this BFSI news update, and you will be really be able to deliver the actual, what is needed by the board, interview board, once you go through that. And let me tell you that we are continuously engaged with the regulators, with the various authorities, to secure our greater inclusion of the CMAs in BFSI related roles, ensuring our professional recognitions and expression of interest and advertisements we are participating. But one thing I just want to mention you, with my experience in working in the public sector bank for last not less than 38 years, I just want to address to my all young fellows here that our institute's course is a very, very, magnified course. Already you have got the domain, you have got the knowledge on the course. But nowadays, whenever you are approaching to the interviewer is looking for your one concept, how smart you are. It is not that smart in your attire. It is not that smart. Your appearance must be smart. That is not an issue. But is this smart? If you just dissect every letter of smart, you will find that every letter will give you more confidence when you are approaching to the interview board, whether it is in manufacturing sector or in service sector, wherever. The first is S, that stands for skilling, upskilling, reskilling. Please don't forget this particular skilling. They will test you, and they will also test you how far you are upskilling yourself. And when you enter into the organizations, you have to again reskill yourselves. So organization's expectation will be there to get best of you. Then the aim starts. This stands for your mental strength. They will test you how far you have got the mental strength. And that's why we always feel that our CMA courses, all which you have already injected within you through your process of study, you also require to develop this mental strength so that you can combat any situations in the organizations. Then A is another very important letter for your smart A. That is attitude. Your attitude should be 100% positive. If you add A is equal to 1, T is equal to 23, you put the numerical, their standing, you will find attitude is 100. In organizations, you have to show your attitude 100% positive. In your interview, also you have to show your positive. So when you are going to be as a CMA, we expect that you will be a smart CMA. That way I'm just dissecting this. Then R will be, whenever you'll be appearing for the interview, a very rational thought you have to give. Your thought process should be rational. They will test you how far you are rational. As Madam Ghosh was telling, that international geopolitics, how you are having this whole, taking into consideration the geopolitical issues, how you are thinking that your finance domain area, your cost and management accounting domain area, how you will be really combating the situations. And then The last T, that is very important. And for that, again, I convey my heartfelt thanks to our chairman of Board of Studies, who has already come out with a very innovative courses on the various, the digital in disruption occurred. So she has taken DISA, Diploma in System Security Audit. He has come out with data analytics course. A lot of courses have been, we have done from the Advanced Board of Studies. So T stands for you must say technically and technologically very much upright. So with this smart will definitely navigate you to your future, and you will definitely be successful. We are always with you, whatever, our board of advanced studies, our career counseling and placement, where untiring effort is being given for your placement. And I am also very much excited to join this. Therefore, I am also getting my all, whatever companies, whatever banks, whatever private sector banks, will be all definitely will be doing all this for you. But at the end of the day, you have to deliver. You have to ultimately be upright, and you have to keep our head high. Therefore, I request you all, this is the entry of your professional life. You will be now navigating for the future bright CMA path. So kindly, I request you to all remain smart, and ultimately at the end of the day, our institute will be benefited to your elevation in the company. With this, I am thankful to my chairman, Madam Ria, for giving me an opportunity to speak some few words on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening and motivational address. And thank you so much for giving us time and guidance. So now we have our Honorable Secretary Officiating of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, CMA Dr. Devaprashana Nandi, sir. Welcome you, sir, in today's program, and requesting you, sir, to kindly address.
Am I audible, madam?
You are audible, sir.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak before these qualified students, candidates, CMA qualified. And this is a great opportunity for all of you to attend this 12 days advanced skill training program. So in absentia of our Honorable President and Vice President, Chittaranjan sir is there now on the screen, and our Chairman of Training and Education Facilities Committee, and other eminent speakers, other council members, guest Ria Madam, and other staff members here. So this is the first day. What we are doing, this is the first day. There are around total around 1,700 students. They have opted for this advanced skill training program. So now I've been seeing that around 700 to 800 students, they have been watching, viewing this event from the morning 10:30, and it will go up to 5:30. So it is the format of the program that first day we'll do it in the online mode, so that we can connect all the students across India. So different nook and corners they're coming from, so they can have this flavor of this national type of thing for this inauguration of this advanced skill training program. After that, they will be dispersed for our 15 to 16 centers we are having this time. And in few centers, we are having more than one batches, multiple batches that has already been announced through the portal of placement portal. And you can check it up, and you have to go there accordingly. Okay. So now the first thing I'd like to elaborate or clear you, earlier this program event was known as pre-placement orientation program. So now it has been converted into advanced skill training program. So the basic thought process behind this of our council and committee and our department is that this is pre-placement orientation program is only confined into only the placement. So life is much bigger than placement. Okay, there are many things you have to do in your next years to come in the future. That is advanced skill training, because skill training is the buzzword. We are having skill training in the intermediate level. In the final level also, we are having skill training. So when we have passed final, then we should have advanced skill training, and that is more than pre-placement orientation program. It includes pre-placement orientation program, you can say, but it is more than that. So that is why the name has been changed. I have seen some questions is there. in the YouTube channel that what about pre-placement PPOP. So this has been changed intentionally, deliberately, to give more access to you, and more the scope of our this activity has been increased. That is why today you have seen that many industry stalwarts, their group CFOs, director of finance. Okay, so they are eminent CMS from different industries, big industries. They are coming and joining, and they will be deliberating on various issues of how it can be grown. HR people will also come. So that is the major objective. So some questions I have seen that regarding SAP and all these things. So I think in your course curriculum already in the intermediate we are having Tally, other skill training from IIT, and MS Office and e-filing system is there. But in the final we are having nowadays SAP. So if you follow our course curriculum rigorously, you will become finished, more or less finished. But this training program, 12 days training program, already some of our earlier speakers they have mentioned that, as because this is our course is mostly although it is oral and postal, both the options are there, but it is mostly a correspondence, like you are sitting at your place, your remote places, your villages, your towns, and you are doing these courses. So there is seldom you have the opportunity to come in the classroom and to mingle with the faculty members, your colleagues, your students, your peers. So that is why this is a platform where the first time you are coming to a place in these 15 or 16 centers wherever, and you will be talking to your faculties, you will be talking to your seniors, you will be talking to your colleagues, co-candidates, and you will have a very good networking. And with this networking, you can also grab some opportunities, because somebody may have some opportunities. They can show you these are the places where you can be absorbed, and like that. Plus, the soft skill, although we are doing it online in most of the cases, but we believe that soft skill can only be done perfectly if it is an offline mode, physical mode. So that will be trained through these 11 days, the rest of the 11 days in different centers through offline mode or physical mode in the centers, particular centers. Apart from that, what you have studied for last 3-4 years in your course curriculum, maybe a few items of taxation, maybe few items of this index, and whatever it may be, that will be brushed up. That will be brushed up, and your memory will be sharpened with those deliberations from the expert faculty members, and as well as the sense of belongingness and discipline. So as there is a particular timing, 10 to 6 or like that, in between you have lunch and all these things. So there will be a sense of discipline and belongingness that will come to you, all these things, 12 days. So what we have witnessed that when students come in the very first day, they are very much restless, that they are now sitting in a place, same place, and doing some in computer and listening. But when at the end of the 12th day, when they are living, so I have seen somebody is crying also, because they are so engrossed with the system, engrossed with their candidates and faculty members and the team, our team, placement team. They feel that this is an excellent opportunity for them to make themselves groomed for the next years to come. So this has been happening for last 15 years, 10 to 15 years. We have been doing 2 times in a year. So we have been witnessing this type of feedback from the students for this pre-placement orientation program earlier. Now it is advanced skill training program. So another thing I just want to highlight that sometimes you have written in some forum or here also in the YouTube channel that whether we are going to place 100% or not. Okay. So no one can tell that 100% students will be placed through only through this campus placement drive. It is not possible all the time. So there are many phases of campus placement. Next 6 months, our placement team, they will be working on it. There are many phases of campus placement. After this, our this 4 center, there are other centers. I think already we have been tying up with 10 to 12 centers across India. And I can assure you that we have been experiencing that many companies outside the campus placement, this is called off campus, we have been hosting many opportunities in our portal. From that also students, they are managing it due to this great qualification of CMA qualification that they have been obtaining. With this qualification, either they are going to practice, either they are going to entrepreneurship, or they are going to the job. They are getting it in banks. I have seen in the banks, I have seen various banking, BFSI sector last 1 or 2 years, more than 1,000, around 2,000 opportunities they have been created in many nationalized banks. Chittaranjan sir has already discussed about some opportunities. So students are getting, even today also I was searching LinkedIn. So madam, in the morning, Soma madam, she has talked about LinkedIn profile. So this is a very good thing. So I've been seeing that LinkedIn profile at least 3-4 times in a day. So today also I've seen that many good initiatives by many PSUs and many good private companies also, they have been taking many CMS as trainee, management trainee, as an executives or whatever it may be at a very good decent scale. So you can, and nowadays your result, it is coming up 2 weeks earlier. So it is your opportunity to apply all these organizations wherever you feel suitable. So in that way you can be absorbed through this off campus avenues of this due to this course only. Okay. And I would request, I think already our council members, they have been requesting, as and when you will be getting those experiences, then you should take your membership to strengthen our institutes, to strengthen our initiatives, to strengthen our CMA profession, to exhibit our strength before the government, before different stakeholders and the society also. This is our earnest request to you, because only due to this degree and due to this profession, you have been getting so much opportunity now and in the future also. So you should respect this profession and you should take this membership and renew every year, like we are all doing this in every year. So this is from my end, and now it will be continued, only half an hour break in between. To continue till 5:36. You should attend very rigorously and religiously. And after that, in your respective center also, because we are having biometric attendance, and we'll push on 90%, at least 90% attendance in all centers. So you should be present and you should listen all these things. You should be doing your networking, and you will be responsive there in these programs, so that you can learn more through this 12 days advanced skill training program. So thank you very much for listening and giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Chairman Sir, and everyone.
Thank you, Nandi sir. Today we have the pleasure of having Mr. A. Ramavenkat Badrinath, who is the Chief General Manager of Indian Oil Corporation and Head of Finance for Andhra and Telangana states. Sir, sir is a CMA member with having more than 3 decades of experience in the industry, and Indian Oil being a prime recruiter of our institute, we get a chance to hear from him. Thank you, sir. We would like to hear from you, sir. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Vinay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. First of all, good afternoon to all of you. My special thanks to the CMA Institute for giving me this opportunity to talk to all of you. I also thank Vinay Ranjan, Chairman, Career Counseling and Placements, and all the Central Council members, Regional Council members, and my Guru, Sri Paparao Garu, without which I am not here today to talk to you all. Because Vinay has already told that I have 3 decades of experience in Indian Oil. Now I need to tell something about me, then Indian Oil, then about you. So I passed out the CMA. At that time it is called that ICWA, which is converted to the CMA now, right now, Cost and Management Accountants. So I passed out my graduation in 1992 and passed out the CMA in 1991. I am only the few fortunate from Vijayawada who has passed the ICWA before the graduation. So I had an opportunity to join the service at the earliest stage. At the age of 20 year, 8 months, I joined public service. So Indian Oil, I am working for last 31 years, but otherwise I am in service for the last 33 years. Earlier to this, I was there at BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, Bangalore, then followed at Machilipatnam, then joined Indian Oil. So, before we discuss further, let me congratulate all the students who have passed out the CMA during the last examinations. Now you are all the budding CMAs. You are no more a student. You are called the cost and management accountants for the country. So congratulations to all of you who have passed this examination, and you are a professional today. You are a financial professional. You are a cost accountant. So mind you that your career is going to start right now. So before I talk about your career progression and about the other things, you also should know about the public sector in the country. Indian Oil Corporation is the largest public sector company in the country. We are having a turnover of 8,50,000 crore. After this meeting, you go back and see how many zeros are there after 8 and 5. It will be, I think, 8, 5 and 13 zeros. That is my turnover, which almost earlier we used to make around 30,000 crores on an average of profit. Last year we made around 15,000 crore gross profit and around 12 and a half, 13,000 crores net profit. If I only talk about the figures, then you will not appreciate. If I talk about other things, you will appreciate. Now, in every second household, my gas cylinder is there in the name of Indian. What do you mean by every second household? 142 crore population of the country. And in every second or third house, my gas cylinders are available. Every day, we supply around 26 lakhs to 28 lakh gas cylinders. That means almost more than a lakh and 20,000 per hour, which converts to almost 2,000 cylinders per minute. By the time I complete this statement, around 2,000 cylinders have already been delivered across the country. And around 2,400 flights are being refueled by Indian Oil Corporation. That means on an average, every minute, around 2 flights are being refueled by Indian Oil. So around 40,000 of our retail outlets, petrol pumps are there throughout the country, nook and corner, right from Himalayas, down south, where people cannot even get an access, we are there. There may be places without water, but there are no places without petroleum products. So this is the company where I am. As Vinay Ranjan has already said, I am heading both the states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. We have a turnover of around 52,000 crores of turnover in both the states of Andhra and Telangana. I pay an exchequer of 7,000 crores to each of the states by way of VAT, and GST, of course, is going to the central kitty. You all must be knowing still petroleum products are under VAT, except LPG and others. So I contribute almost 600 to 650 crore payment to both the state governments. So both the state governments, almost their salaries and other things are taken care of one company of Indian Oil. So this is the largest company which is available in both the states by way of turnover. Around 52,000 crore is no less a turnover, and around 2,000 crore is my profit, which is coming from the both the states. So this is up to Indian Oil. And again, I should thank Vinay Ranjan, who is after us for the recruitment in Indian Oil. And campus placements are available for a long period. Indian Oil could not recruit CMS, but recently, off late, Vinay Ranjan has took a lot of initiative that Indian Oil also should participate in the campus placements. That is how now on an average of 30 to 40 students we are recruiting in Indian Oil, and you are having the scope to go the highest position in Indian Oil, which is the Director Finance. Many cost accountants who are working with Indian Oil have gone as a director finance for other public sector companies also. When I will tell you which are all the companies where CMAs are now heading as a director finance the last 1-2 years, these are all the CMAs who are director finance of almost 12 public sector companies in the country, and mostly throughout the country we are available. So students, now I should talk to you as a cost and management accountants. Now be ready now to either you do employment or you do your practice, what you require. Everybody should require at least 4-5 qualities which are Character is very, very important. Your character means you. It will not come over a period of time. It will come by years together. You have to build up your character. Character will go with your trust. People will be recognized by their trust. Now companies doesn't require a pure professional. They want trustworthy people. So character is very, very important. Then you should have the next one is the caliber. You should be capable. You caliber and capability. This both goes together. Then you should have the conduct. So conduct is one which makes you a true professional. Then the capability. Without capability, you cannot be successful in your life. So you need to have capability. So these are all the five important traits. Each one should have, and you should have your written and oral communication skills. Your communication skills should be par excellent. If you go for an interview, your interview will be only for 10-15 minutes, maximum half an hour. Within this half an hour, how best you can convince your board members who are sitting opposite you, who are doing interview for you, and you should be able to convince them by your communication skills. The communication skills also will not come overnight. You should go on practicing your communication skills day in, day out, both written and vocal also. Once you are good in communication skills, I don't think that you can be a failure anywhere. This is very, very, very important. Then nowadays we are only going through the bookish. We are having bookish knowledge, and we are not having. You may be good at social media because the mobile phones are there on your hand. But at the same time, you should know the entire world, what is happening in the entire world, what is the socio-economic development which is happening in the entire world. Now we have seen the latest GST Council, where GST rates of 12% and 28% have been repealed. Now the business, the economic development of the country will grow. You should see what is the impact of every decision. We should know how other countries are working, how China is working, how Japan is working, how they are producing, what is the what is the cost benefit analysis they have, and what is the weakness we have, what is the how you should want to look India next 30 years. You should have a vision. Unless we have a vision, we have a planning. Both we should know the planning. If you know the entire global economic position, then you can plan your path. Your path need not be only, you need not come to only public sector. You can be in MNC, you can be in a private sector, you can be in any sector, you can be practicing, you can do business, but have the path right now. And next 5 years, next 10 years, where you want to be. This is more important. Now you don't stop your education with only CMA. You try to complete your company secretaries. You try to do. Why I am restricting myself to company secretary? That is the combination of a CMA and a company secretary is ultimate. That is how I don't prefer a CA right now, because it has its own curriculum, and you cannot have wider scope. So better to go for a company secretary or an MBA finance or MBA marketing. Now being a financial sound, now you can go for the marketing. So combination of finance and marketing will do well. So please plan yourself. This is the beginning. The gates are open to you. Now it is up to you how you will decide your future. The entire economic growth of the country and your growth should be simultaneously going together. So I don't want to waste much of your time. You start. My heartiest congratulations to all the students. Now again, I am telling students, and I am not getting the word that you are a cost and management accountant. Now you are a true professional. Hardly very few people in the country can pass this examination, and you are the fortunate few. You are fortunate 0.5% in the country. That means you are on the topmost professional in the country. Now pat yourself, pat your back, enjoy this passing of the examination for a few days, then start your planning. And within next year, because every 6 months some of the students will be passing the examination and you will become the seniors. So within 6 months you should plan what you are next. Otherwise, the next 1 year, again 2 examinations will go, again you will become super senior. So over a period of time, your confidence level also will be coming down. Don't do that. Keep on working. What is next? And you too should take the decisions fast. The moment you take the decision fast and you go in that pathway, I think success will be there with you. And all of you must be very young. Earlier were the days where CMAs could complete their course by at the age of 26, 27. Now it is 21, 22. You are completing most of the students are completing by 21 and 22. That means you are having till, if the retirement age in the public sector or any other sector is 60, now you are having another 38 to 39 years to go. So don't waste your time. Plan properly. Have your all the characters in hand. You will be a best person provided if you are having one word, trust. Every CMA should be a trusted CMA, because most of the companies will run on your shoulder. So you should be a trustworthy, an employee, an officer, a management consultant. You should be a trustworthy person. So again, I congratulate all of you. I thank the CMA Institute. I thank the Vijay Ranjan. I thank the Central Council, Regional Council, and all the CMA, the Institute, who has given me the opportunity to talk to you all. I don't know how many have joined this webinar. I am happy if Vinay can share the number of students who have participated in this webinar. I will be glad if they could listen to me. And my number is available with the Vinay and others also. You can talk to me at any point of time, any career guidance, counseling, or any other help you want in the public sector or the private sector. I am ready to help you out. Please take my number. You can call me at any point of time. Whatever help is possible from my side, I am always ready to help you all. Thank you again. Thank you, Vinay.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. We are really very grateful to you that you joined us in this inaugural session of the Advanced Skill Training Program. Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to inform you that around 640, more than 640 candidates have joined online.
That is good.
Yeah. So, and also to inform you, sir, that under the guidance of Vinay Ranjan, sir, this time we are holding around 15 batches and 21 centers we are holding. Okay, so across the country, and in placement also we will be holding around 13, 14 locations under his guidance. So this is to inform you, sir.
After 20, 25 years, you can expect all these people to become director finance of some company in this country.
Yes. And we also request, we also want that those now who are students or just qualified CMAs, so when they are joining the company, we want their help also to come forward for their juniors, so that they can also help us in this campus placements and all when they will be in a good position in their companies. So we want their help as well. So thank you so much, sir, for joining.
Certainly.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I'll take leave of you. Huh?
Yes, thank you, sir. So
thank
now
you, Vinay. Thank you so much.
So now we have with us Dr. Prasanna Kumar Acharya, Director Finance of NLC India Limited. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome you, sir. So I would like to introduce you to all our CMA candidates who have just recently qualified. Dr. Prasanna Acharya, sir, is a distinguished finance professional with a stellar track record of leadership across India's core sectors, including energy, infrastructure, and manufacturing. Sir is currently serving as a Director Finance at NLC India Limited, a Navaratna Government of India enterprise. He brings to the role not just financial expertise, but a holistic understanding and involvement in business value creation. Before joining NLC India Limited, Sir served as the Director Finance at Chennai Metro Rail Limited, where he was instrumental in shaping financial strategy for large-scale urban infrastructure projects. His role spanned between financial capital structuring and ensuring the financial stability of one of the India's most critical metro systems. Dr. Acharya his career journey has taken him through leadership positions at prominent organizations such as Tata Motors, NTPC, Gridco, and others, where he has consistently delivered value through his expertise in financial management, strategic planning, and corporate governance. He has successfully led teams through periods of organizational transformation, navigated regulatory complexity, and built robust financial systems aligned with long-term business goals. His diverse background enables him to look at finance not just from a numbers perspective but from a strategic, legal, and governance lens. His leadership style is grounded in clarity, collaboration, and a long term vision, making him a valued partner in boardrooms and among policymakers. Sir is passionate about building financial ecosystems that are not only efficient but also ethical and future ready. Whether it is managing large scale capital projects, improving internal financial controls, or driving public sector excellence, his contributions have left a lasting impact. It is also noteworthy to mention that he has conferred with the CFO Outstanding Performer Award under the Public Manufacturing Mega category by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India in 8th CMA CFO Award ceremony. We welcome you, sir, and we are very, very honored to have you in our today's inaugural program. We request you, sir, to kindly address and guide our young, recently qualified CMS. We would like to hear from you, sir. Please, sir, over to you.
Thank you, madam. First of all, thank you all for giving an opportunity to speak to the CMH who has just qualified and trying to shape their career. So, good afternoon to everybody who has joined virtually, all the students and others who have joined. So, first of all, congratulations to all of you for qualifying CMA. And starting your career journey, the career journey may shape different verticals. Maybe some of you might go in an entrepreneur mode, some may join in the profession, some may go for the jobs. While going through this technological changes, what is happening across the world, today I was going through one of the newspaper in the morning where it was mentioned that such IT firms such laid off so many professionals, IT professionals. The concern has come to my mind. So, what is the future of our young professionals which have just qualified? If this type of situation or this type of news is going to their mind, what type of reaction will come from them? How they will think to save their career? And what are the precautions or actions need to be taken to take care of this type of ambiguity, turmoil, or you can say technological um, changes or diversity happening across the globe. The entire globe is dealing with many kind of critical issues, starting from economic, political, geopolitical, technology. All this are taking their position and creating a different kind of environment which we the professional has to face in the coming days. Artificial intelligence is one of such creation by us which is also standing on our way, and I can say it is also preparing itself to take away many of the jobs of the professionals. The same thing was there when computer was introduced in India or even in the world also. With the introduction of the computer, so a lot of things which were earlier carried out by the human intervention has been taken care by the computer itself, and this transition was there for almost 10 years or about a decade, and now everybody is accustomed with the new requirement or how computer is required for everybody. Without computer we cannot see that this our business or our everyday day-to-day life will move on. So similarly, AI also is taking charge and it is entering into various areas where we the finance professionals used to deal earlier. So earlier You see that finance professional, we used to do the accounting related work, the processing of the bills, making payment. All these things, more or less, about 90% things are taken care by the AI or even your ERP system or computer or automated system. If you speak in a Google also, a particular thing, Ram purchased this much amount from Sam, and this is the value, and this is the amount returned, and what is the journal entry? The Google will tell you the journal entry. This is debit, this is credit, and all these things. No manual requirement or human intervention is not required, because human already taught the same thing to the computer, and now computer is working on or acting on behalf of the human. So all these routine kind of things which we people who used to do earlier now is taken care by the system, and going forward this AI also is taking care of all these accounting related jobs. No more accountants are required. I can confidently say that the job of accountants are no more available in the global market. So now what to do? How to shape our journey to take care of all these challenges, the technological interventions which is coming forward on our way, how to take care of that and shape ourselves to mitigate the risk coming ahead, or are likely to be coming ahead in the day to come. So 3-4 steps which are there in any person's professional journey we can start. The beginning is after getting qualified from any professions, maybe CA, CMA, or any other profession. So the entry for a job market is there. We are almost all people, or 80-90% people, are seeking entry in the job market. So how to enter in the job markets? So for entering into job market also, we have to save ourselves to meet the requirement of the job providers or the companies or the enterprise who is planning to take people. So with the changing environment of IT developments or IT, whatever technological interventions is happening in between, so what type of response will come from a young professional who has qualified, who has planning to join an organization? People will definitely ask what type of contribution you can bring to the organization. So at that same point of time, the people or the young professional, he cannot say that I will do the accounting job, I will prepare bills, pass the bills, all these things, because that is computer anyway can do. So we can think something that what kind of value addition we can bring to the organization. So those value additions to be aligned with the technology. So if technology is providing X, then I will add X plus Y. So that is the value creation or value addition the young professionals will bring to the organization. So I will give an example. So in recently we were discussing among the director of finance of energy PSUs. So some of the PSUs, they have inbuilt the AI model for the medical bill verification. So medical bill verification usually earlier has been done by the finance, then HR, and the medical doctors, whatever is there. So all these entire activities that AI platforms, they have been built, and AI also deciding for this disease, this should be the medicine. If anything is extra, he is pointing out this is not within this requirement. If this disease require 10 months hospitalization, so if it is more than 10 days hospitalization, if it is more than that, also AI is bringing to that. So these are the medicines not required for this medicine, AI is bringing all these things. So what I'm telling that in this type of complex situations where machine is taking care of most of the jobs or most of the requirements, activities, so the finance professionals have to think in such a way that in addition to that, what is my additional contribution to the organization? What could be my additional support to the organization and value creation for the organization? Those things also we have to brought to the table before this recruiters or job providers. The second thing is, which is most important thing, is that all of us should be techno savvy. There is nothing called nothing possible in nowadays without technology or without the support of computer, ERP, IT, AI, all these things. So everybody, 100% techno savvy is required. Without that, our existence will be very difficult. We should learn technology, we should know how to use the technology, and we should know how to optimize the benefit out of that technology. The third thing is that your ethical values, moral values also should prevail. So which is very much required in the modern complex world where various issues are coming every day. Some of the issues which is coming which is not ethical, which is not commensurate to the moral value requirement. So all the young professional, my advice should be that you should always be 100% having moral value, ethical value, and should not compromise on that. So you are starting your career, and this is very important for a longer journey in the career path. You should not compromise on this aspect. The third is that the next phase after entering into an organization, the next phase is that how to sustain in the organization for a longer duration. So to remain in the organization for a longer duration, or to maintain yourself in the organizations, your performance is definitely monitored by everybody. Starting from your punctuality, your contribution to organizations should be visible. Your contributions to the organization should be commensurate to the salary or benefit whatever you are getting from the organizations. Your contributions should be definitely more. Otherwise, no organization will continue your employment in that organization if your contribution is not X plus something delta. If organization is spending on you 10 lakhs rupees, so your contribution should be more than 10 lakhs rupees, or it should be 15, 20, 25 like that. So you should give that value to the organization, then only organization will continue your employment in that organization. Otherwise, they will ask them to find out your own way. For that, actually, so the role of a finance manager particularly, or a finance executive, you can say, he or she should involve himself or herself in the entire organizational value chain. He should not keep isolated or silo working in his own specific area. So this is the area assigned to me and I will work in this area only. So that is not going to help. So you should work along with the requirement or vision and mission of the company or the enterprise where you are working with. And apart from that also, you should see all around the world what is happening in that particular industry or that particular sector. If any development is happening, technology development, other developments, new innovation, invention, cost optimization, cost strategy. If anything is coming across to you also, you should bring to the management, and this can be done in this organization, or this can be implemented in this organization. This can be rolled out in these organizations, which can bring more value to the organization. So definitely the CEO or the head of the organization will appreciate if this kind of proposals are being given by a finance professional to the organization. So don't limit yourself into the domain of only finance. Rather, you can expand your horizons to technology, technical, and other areas also. So from my experience, I am telling that when I have started working in an organization which is closely related to this power transmission, generation, and distribution activity. So apart from my normal, actually I was posted in regulatory. So which is not a purely finance kind of things, and it's related to the regulatory kind of things, which dealing with the regulator, filing petitions, taking orders, all these things, which is a finance and legal mixed kind of thing. So I came to understand from that the role of a finance professional should not be limited only to the area or sphere which he is working. Rather, he has to see the bigger picture of the organizations where he can contribute more and more. Because in many other areas, the role of finance also is available. And if you can jump in, or even voluntarily also, you can see and review and understand, read all these things. Definitely, a lot of new thought process, new idea will come into your mind, and you can bring all those things before the management, and definitely that will be appreciated. So this is the issue. This is a movement inside the organization, and then you have to think for your growth inside the organizations, or moving to some other organization, or changing the organization. So for that also, you have to align yourself to the industrial requirement or the sectoral, what are the developments that are happening, inside the sector, outside the sector, in the national perspective as well as the international perspective. Recently, actually, all this entire globe is going through the energy transition. So, what is energy transition? What is just transitions? We should understand. We should know that. So, unless we know what is energy transition, why it is happening, what is the outcome of that, whether we are going to gain or lose on that, what are the benefits, what are the opportunities available on that transitions. So similarly, not only energy transitions, now India is going for a huge manufacturing opportunities there. You see that recently these semiconductors, we have done so many on semiconductors in just within last 3-4 years. So a lot of development has happened in the semiconductor industry, which is crucial for the not only transition of the industry, for other manufacturing requirements, starting from a mobile to car, all these things, semiconductor is a key material. So now India also going to lead in the semiconductor sector, and not only semiconductor, in defense also. If you see that, so a lot of defense companies in India also started expanding their horizon and showing their presence in the global market. So a lot of opportunities are available apart from this setbacks because of the AI and other things. A lot of new opportunities or new avenues are also emerging in the Indian context, and our aspirations to be a developed market by 2040, developed country by 2047. Definitely, you people will lead to that development or that aspiration for becoming a developed nations. You are the you can say pillar for that, because next 25 years you will be there in the market and you will drive the entire things to become the developed country. So for that, lot of new opportunities will emerge, which you have to grab with your knowledge, with your wisdom, with your technoscivic nature, and with your ethical and moral values. So with this, these platforms will be yours only. So the next thing is that don't restrict yourself into the job market. So there are n number of opportunities also are available. You see that India is now one of the largest largest creation of the startup companies. So a lot of new startup companies are coming, and definitely cost accountants or CMA professionals can jump into that area and they create their own startup companies also. They can give jobs to the outsiders instead of seeking jobs from the others. So that, and you can be a cost driver because you know the costing requirements, how the cost can be optimized, how the cost can be driven properly, so that your cost of the product is a competitive and also having a good value to the customers. So that way also your contributions can be there, where you can create an entrepreneurship environment in the country. So that is the next thing, is that your professional. So CMA professionals also can do that professional activities apart from seeking a job, with your own capability, with your own farm, with your own credibility. Also, we can start that activity. So the door is open for you in many areas. Not only you restrict yourself into the job market, you think other avenues also which is available across the market. And I think the day is brighter for you, the future is brighter for you, and I definitely wish you all the best. Coming to my company, what we are doing with NLC India Limited, just I will tell 2-3 lines about my company. NLC India Limited is a premier Navratna Government of India undertaking, which is engaged in the mining, power generation, both thermal and renewables. We have also a corporate plan, corporate vision, and corporate mission. So we want to be a 20 gigawatt company by 2030, and we want to invest almost 1.25 lakh crore in next 4-5 years in various projects, starting from mining, thermal power generation, and renewable, green hydrogen, green ammonia, solar, wind, battery storage, all the whatever is there in the energy transitions, value creation or value chain. So we are trying to venture into all the area. And every year also we are coming to the CMA campus. We are taking a lot of CMA professionals to the organization, and those professionals are still giving a lot of contribution to the organizations. They are bringing a lot of value to the organizations, and with their help only, recently we got a lot of new projects, lot of new technological interventions is coming into our organizations, and definitely we are moving in the right directions to become the Maharatna. We are aspiration to become Maharatna company in next 5-6 years time. So the contribution of CMA professional is immense, and recently from our company, 3 CMA professionals has occupied the position of directors. One in Maharatna company, Coal India, and another two in the other two mini Ratna companies. One is in UCL Uranium Corporation, another is in Glider India. So lot of new CMAs are taking shape and taking lead of the other organizations, and definitely I hope that these new professionals who are coming now to the market, so with your dedicated hard work and commitment and techno savvy in the required area, so you will bring lot of value to the country and to the profession. And with this, I wish best of luck to all of you. And thank you for inviting me for sparing times with you. And thank you for bearing me for 15-20 minutes. Thank you.
We are very thankful to you, sir, for joining us in this inaugural session. And really, I mean, we are very thankful to NLC India that every time it is coming and giving placements to lot of CMAs. So we are very thankful to NLC and very thankful to you, sir, that you came and motivated our students and inspired our students. So we need your blessings so that our students can get good opportunities in NLC India and also other PSUs and other MNCs. So thank you so much, sir, for joining.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
So we now have our next speaker, Vikas Prasad, sir. Vikas Prasad, sir, are you online?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yeah. Welcome you, sir. CMA Vikas Prasad, sir, is a Group CFO of UPL Limited. He is a fellow member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. He was bestowed with an award by the Finance Minister of New Delhi at Vigyan Bhavan in 1996 for his academic excellence. He is a member of Institute of Management Accountants USA. He holds an observer seat at International Federation of Accountants, IFAC PAIB. He was previously associated with Olam Agri, where he served as president and CFO. He has successfully led corporate restructuring, separation, and carve-outs into distinct operating groups, private placements, IPO readiness for a potential dual listing, strategy, finance, and digital transformation, positioning business for sustainable and profitable growth. He brings in deep expertise in corporate governance, risk management, ESG, and sustainability, and building world-class finance business partnerships. During his career, he won several external accolades, including CFO of the Year 2024 by UBS UAE, Commercial Leader of the Year 2023 by Tiger Hull Singapore, CFO of the Year 2016 by CFO South Africa. He was also conferred with a Role Model CMA Award in 2024 by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. He is a respected thought leader, having presented at various international and national forums, including IFAC, AICPA, ICAI, ISCSI, Institute of Cost Accountants of India in various B schools, industry forums, and CFO conferences. He has authored several white papers, including those of sustainability and ESG and evolving role of CFO. Sir, we are very honored to have you in today's inaugural session as our esteemed speaker. We welcome you, sir, and requesting you, sir, to kindly address and motivate our students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction. I'm part of this family. So first of all, good afternoon, everyone. And it's personally for me always inspiring to be with young minds who are preparing to shape the future. And standing here takes me back to my own journey as a CMA student in 1997. And at that time, I could not have imagined where life would take me. but I can say with certainty that the foundation laid by this institute and the course that we all have studied has been one of the strongest pillars of my career. The CMA qualification is just not about going through some papers and understanding the numbers and the cost sheet, but it's about learning to think like a business leader, connecting finance with a strategy, operations with efficiency, performance with growth. It's about developing the ability to see beyond data and understand the bigger picture. So as all of you are going to start your career, I just wanted to share my own experiences of the last 27 years of working in the industry. So I started first in India. The first 6 years of my journey has been in India, where I worked with Hindustan Lever Limited and a group company of Asian Paints. And then post 6 years, I moved out of India and worked for about 20 years out of the country. Out of 20 years, 19 years, I worked with Olam Group. Olam Group is a Singapore listed Fortune 500 company, where the last 5 years I worked with, I was the president and the group CFO. It was a $40 billion group. Then I wanted to always come back to India, and luckily got an opportunity to lead UPL Limited. It's again a listed company with a market cap of about $7 billion, present in over 130 countries. So it's the largest Indian MNC today that we have. So got an opportunity to lead the company as a group CFO, and we have about 100 plus qualified accountants in this, 20 plus CMAs we have in this group. So I joined them beginning of this year, and I'm back in India now. So very excited to be back to my home country and serving the nation. So 5 or 6 things that we need in our career journey. The first is the hard skills, that we need to understand techniques and concepts. And I think that our institute equip us with the needed hard skills that we needed. So one box is ticked already, and all of you have now a qualified cost accountant. You possess that hard skills. But hard skill alone will not yet take you far. You need various other skills to succeed in the career. And my own experience has been that qualification can take you only to certain places. Maybe it can open the door for you in the first job and the second job, but in the mid to long term, it's about your attitude and your qualification and various other things that I will talk about will really matter. And I've seen in my own experiences that the guys who are overly qualified with triplet qualification and MBAs and LLBs and all that, they have not been very successful in the industry. There are many successful examples as well, but when I look at some of them, in at least in my organization, those have with multiple qualification, because they end up becoming very, very theoretical and bookish, and then they struggle in the industry. They can be very successful in the academia, but in the industry, I see that they are sometimes they struggle. So I think you should always first have the confidence that you got the right qualification, the right license to work in an industry, and you don't need anything else when it comes to qualification and the degree. So you have that, which was the biggest hurdle for you to cross. You have already crossed that with your hard work, honesty, and dedication. The second, as you are going to start the career, is about the soft skills. It's extremely important now. So when first you will be hired, people will also, through the interview process and through various other tests that they do, they will be assessing you through the soft skills. And 3 things I will be talking about. First is about your communication, that how do you communicate in writing or verbally. So you need to develop yourself, and it's a continuous process. Every time you have to think, and each of us have to develop our communication skills. Second is about stakeholder management. Today it's a connected world. How do we connect with the various stakeholders? And the stakeholders can be your own peers, your subordinates, your bankers, your auditors, your regulators, your working with the authorities. So there are multiple stakeholders that you have to work with. How do you develop that stakeholder management capabilities and their skills? And the third I will talk about is about the agility. Today we are all living in a VUCA world, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. But the VUCA has now become BANI, which is brittle, anxious, non-linear, and incomprehensive. So things are changing very, very fast. Now you know post-Trump 2.0 what's happening. It is really creating chaos across the globe. So you have to be extremely agile with your thought process, with your decision making, with changing your strategy, understanding those numbers. So agility, I think, is very, very important in today's date. So the second key point is about the soft skills. How do you continuously focus and develop your soft skills? Third is about collaboration. So when you will join an organization, you will be working with the different business units. You will be working with various other functions like IT, internal audit, risk, treasury, various other functions. And third is about external. I talked about the banks and audit and all that. How do you collaborate with both the internal stakeholders as well as the external stakeholders, and see that how do you jointly deliver the outcome to the organization? When you join in, say, in finance and accounts, you will have your own deliverables. Similarly, the other functions will have their own deliverables, but there will be some joint deliverables between the other functions and the finance and accounts. Identifying those 3 or 5 top deliverables which are joint and which can create an impact for the organization. So identifying that and collaborating in a much, much better way. Fourth, I will say, is about networking. Again, in today's world, most of the roles are today achieved through networking. So your network is your net worth. Just remember this sentence, that your network is your net worth. If you feel that you are doing all the things right in the organization, but you are not networking through external forums, through the institute forums, through various other forums, you are not doing justice to yourself. So whether you like it or not like it, you might be introvert and you might not like it to network, but this is what is the need of an hour, and you need to focus on networking. You have to have a plan that in a month, how at least 1 or 2 such forums you will be attending, where you will have those connects, you will have the opportunity to create your own visibility, and that will really help you. 80% of the jobs are today happening through the networks and the connections and all that. So it's extremely important as you start your career. Next, I will say is that as you are starting your career, first thing is that you have to come out of your comfort zone. It is always very, very difficult to come out of the comfort zone. Suppose I am from Calcutta, I want a job in Calcutta. I am from Pune, I don't want to move out of Pune because I want to be with my friends and families and all that. So it's going to be very important that how do you come out of your comfort zone. Coming out of the comfort zone will build agility in you. It will develop crisis management, which can be helpful both at your personal level as well as professional level. And I will give my example, like say when after working for 5-6 years in India, I get an opportunity to work in Nigeria in one of the company. And that time, 20 years ago, thinking about Africa and that to Nigeria was a very difficult task. But I thought, okay, fine, I will go, I will check. If things don't work out in a month or 2, I will come back. But it really worked out. And then working in the different environments helps you to develop your cultural sensitivity. You know how to work with the different nationalities, with the different skill sets, with the different diversities. It really is important. So you just see that how do you push your boundaries, come out of the comfort zone. One of the things that when I started my career, I didn't know about it, is about the different roles in finance and accounts. So today, like say in UPL, we have created 21 different roles in finance and accounts. Some are like say specialist functions like say the M&A, taxation, sustainability finance, investor relations. These roles are very like a specialist role, and you can choose to become a specialist in your career. There are other generic roles, which is like say FP&A, controllership, roles in the country, roles in the corporate. So there are multiple roles today, and all of you are really lucky today that there are multiple roles today, and that has come up with the changing environment. How do you select your first job is very, very important. You should never look at the compensation in your first job. When you start, you should look at what is your passion, what is your strength, where do you want to see your career 10 years, 20 years down the line, and choose the right role and the right company. Don't get excited by your first job and the compensation. When we started, we just joined a company without thinking about what are the different roles, and whatever role was given to us, we started with that. There are many emerging areas now. We can look at it. The fintech is there, the ESG is there, AI digital is there, analytics is there. So you look at it, all those options, whatever you feel that you feel excited about it, you feel that you're not working, but actually you are living your passion. Choose those roles, and opportunities are immense. After having this qualification, there are multiple global opportunities that you will get, and I do see that in multiple countries today. We have had people, both in my previous organization and the current organization, and CMA is one such, like I will say, is a passport to your global career. So there are multiple opportunities. It's just about how do you plan, how do you structure yourself. You have to be lifelong learner. But if you do that, bucket yourself, you make your own like a SWOT analysis. All of you have studied at what are your strengths, what are the weaknesses, and then you focus. Say every day, 30 minutes I will work on my weakness. Then opportunity sets are immense, and then they will be able to mitigate the threats with your strengths and continuous learning. So I think you all should be really proud of what you have achieved as a student. Now you are a qualified cost accountant. You are one of those few who have this degree now. Your qualification is recognized all over the world. Don't get into the negative discussions about who is better, whether CMA is better or CA is better or CS is better or CFA is better. All the qualifications will just give you an entry. It's like a passport. And then after that, it depends upon the individual. There are many successful CMAs. There are many unsuccessful CAs and other members of the other bodies. So it all depends upon the individual, how he builds his career. So never come into that discussion. Just remain focused on your own career and what you need to do to reach to the top. And we have now hundreds and thousands of qualified members who are the pride of the institute, who are the pride of the country. And you will be one of them if you are focused and you do your best. So you will do justice to yourself, you will do justice to our institute, and you will do justice to our country as well. So I'm really excited, and again, welcome you all for the placement, and reach out to me. My numbers are there. You take it. Any of you feel that I can be of any help, any inputs, you please reach out to me. And from my organization also, I joined it like 6-7 months ago. I will confirm to Nandiji that will participate in the placement and will definitely hire candidates. We have about 20 CMAs in the company, but now we will participate in the campus recruitment and will be really pleased to hire some of the qualified members now. So with that, all the best to all of you. The sky is the limit. Just raise the bar and be a lifelong learner. Be positive, come out of your comfort zone, build your network. Opportunity set is really big. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikashji, for your deliberation and confirmation for possible participation in the forthcoming campus placement. Thank you once again, the contribution you have been doing for our profession. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We would now like to invite CMA Dr. V. Murali, sir, our Honorable Central Council member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India and also Chairman of IFRS Committee of the Institute. Welcome you, sir, in today's inaugural session of Advanced Skill Training Program, and we're requesting you, sir, to kindly address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. I am very, very happy, immensely happy to participate in this inaugural session of the Advanced Skill Training Program organized by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and my special appreciation to my friend CMA Vinay Ranjan, Chairman Career Counselling and Placement Training and Educational Facilities and Board of Advanced Studies and Research, ICMAI. In fact, the efforts what he has taken, the painstaking efforts, this type of long list of eminent speakers from the industry as well as our council, I have never seen, and first time I am seeing this type of thing. So I really appreciate for the efforts you have taken, and the secretariat who is supporting you in all your endeavors. And dear friends, we must realize that in a society, the only changeless factor is that change is inevitable. Robert Kennedy says, great change dominates the world. Unless you move with the change, will become its victims. Destiny is no matter of a chance. It is a matter of a choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved. Winston Churchill says, I like things to happen. If they don't happen, I will make them happen. Dear friends, you have the energy, youth, and you have come fresh. And this skill development program, some of the things may be repeated because of so many speakers are there. You will have a hard skill, soft skill, communication skill, positive attitude, confidence. Everything will be there. But then what is important is you must have the patience, you must have the perseverance. It is always said, observe, absorb, assimilate, and apply. The fourth one is application. The first three stages are observe, observation power. You note it down, it will be useful. Absorb, assimilate, it should become part of your DNA. This is what is required. That there is also the observation power is a positive attitude. In a disciplined way, how you will imbibe things. And another one I want to tell you, positive attitude. We should not be like a crabs in a basket. When in a tight situation, vie with one another to pull others down, rather than any one of their own reaching the pinnacle of glory. We should be always be positive and helpful. That's very important. The fraternity feeling should come. And you are all going to join corporates. Most of you are going to join the corporates. And how it should be result oriented. Adi Godrej said in the AGM, sales is vanity, profit is sanity, cash is the reality, he mentioned. Sales is very important. Without sales, without billing, without revenue, nothing can be achieved. But what is the use of the sales if you don't have a profit margin? So that becomes sales becomes vanity in such a situation. And profit is important, but cash flow is equally important. That's why he said, sales is vanity, profit is sanity. Cash is the reality. If there is no positive cash flows, it remains as sundry debtors, receivables, finished goods lying in your godown, or work in process, or what you have sent to the dealer, it is there in his yard. So what will be useful? There will be cash crunch will be there. So be a result oriented in a corporate atmosphere, and that will bring laurels not only to your family, but to the society as well as to the institutions. Another one, we are all ethical based profession. Professional means ethics. In terms of style, you swim with the current. In terms of principle, you stand like a rock. Our privileges are no greater than our obligations. The protection of our rights can endure no longer than the performance of our duties to the society. When you are doing something in corporates, corporate governance is very, very important. Corporate social responsibility. It is not only the healthy bottom line, At what cost to the society you are earning the money we are telling to the companies? And you are all going to be part of the finance department, commerce department, or whatever the institution, banking, funding, like that you will be, or budgeting, costing. So all these things you must ensure that the nameless, faceless investors we are protecting. That's corporate governance. That's very, very important. Benjamin Franklin, when you are good to others, you are best to yourself. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. This is very important. That is a very big picture. You have to empower yourself with a good job. Positive confidence. One gentleman is attending an interview. While he is entering, his leg got entangled in the mat and he fell. So the people try to test his presence of mind. So the team is asking him, do you regret for attending this interview because you had a fall? But the gentleman had a presence of mind. He said, sir, it is not a fall, it is only a slip. Even if it is a fall, I fell before the right company. He got the job. So, dear friends, the positivity, confidence, presence of mind, all those things, smiling disposition, things will be coming. In so many ways, hardship may come. Everyone will come. But what is important is the confidence level. This particular passing the final examination of the Institute of Cost Accountants will give positivity. But there should be a continuous professional education. You must study other courses also. The advanced courses offered by our institute, you can study. Other courses also you have to do. It is a continuous process. How a professional education has to be. It should be both intellectual based and value based. When the intellectual based education influences the head, whereas the value based education influences the heart. When the head and the heart go together, you need not worry about the feet. It will go in the right direction. Dear friends, aim high. It is better you get a stiff neck from aiming too high than a hunchback from aiming too low. After all, it is not the years in your life, it is the life in your years that counts. What is the difference between the dream and the aim? Dream requires effortless sleep, aim requires sleepless efforts. So sleep for your dream, wake up for your aim. Our institute is always there. Try to give value addition to the society. A person who gives information is Adhyapak. A person who provides knowledge is Ubadhyaya. A person who imparts skill is Acharya. A person who gives insight is a Pandit. A person who gives foresight is a Drishta. A person who provides wisdom is Guru. My wish is that each and every one of you should become a Guru by providing wisdom not only to your clients, your future employers, but to all the stakeholders of the society. This type of big picture, the future belongs to cost accountants. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of the dreams. Cost accountants are big dreamers, not daydreamers. For your blissful life, a tip: live without depending, love without pretending, listen without defending, speak without offending. Then success will be yours. Always remain this tip. And let me end with India is often described as a democracy wherein there is unity in diversity, diversity in unity. Islands of prosperity, oceans of disparity, gestures of charity, clearly a rarity. To attain parity and to save humanity, there is need for generosity towards those in necessity, onerous responsibility for those in positions of authority to expose accountability, follow simplicity, retain sanity, avoid vanity, promote equity, develop sterling quality, ensure India's success a reality. Wish you all the very best for a glorious campus interview, and you should come out with flying colors. Always retain the confidence and bring glory to yourself, to your family, and the institution. Thank you very much for the opportunity given, Mr. Vinay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for so much encouraging words, for your motivation. We really learned a lot and really enjoyed also, sir, your session. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. Vinay, sir, you want to speak? Say something.
Thank you, Murali sir. Thank you. Thanks for the motivational words to all the students. And we look forward for your physical presence even in SIRC also, sir.
Thank you.
During that 11 days program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, I request our Avijit Goswami, sir, who is a council member from East and chairman of Internal Audit Committee. Sir, request you to address the students, sir.
Thank you, Binaji. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Binaji, Ria, our Honorable Secretary officiating, and my colleagues in the council and dignitaries who are present over here, and my dear beloved students. I will not tell you the students from today's day, you have become friends. You have my previous speakers told a lot, and I think you need time to absorb and assimilate. So I will not say many things, because as a Central Council member, we will be in touch with you all. In Calcutta, I will be taking on the physical sessions. Usually, I take the sessions on the opportunities abroad, because more than 20 years of my prime career, I worked in 15 countries with 53 nationalities. I may be having some other foreign qualifications, but this CMA qualification was my basic qualification, and on the strength of which I have ruled and worked in different parts of the world, in different organizations. So you are very lucky, but at the same time, I must tell you that today's date, India has become the land of opportunities. In our student days, we thought of going abroad, getting foreign qualifications, but now you can do many things sitting in India only. And as I told you, that India has become land of opportunities. Reasons being, the changes is happening every day. Every day changes are happening, and the changes which has happened in last 2 years did not happen in last 2000 years. And we are in the crossroad of such opportunities. You people should think yourself very lucky that you are getting those opportunities. I'm really thankful on behalf of the institute and on behalf of my council. We are really thankful to honorable speakers who have already delivered, and they rightly showed the path. And they have said all the necessary things which I would have said. I don't want to repeat. Only thing, before I close, you people must be hungry also. The lunch time is there. Enjoy the life. Enjoy the life, every moment of your life. Never ever bother about what you are getting through these things. You have had hard work. You passed one of the most difficult exams in the world. You have got a global qualification. So now the time is to concentrate on your other parts of your life. And definitely all of you get employed, and definitely you will learn a lot. Focus on your skills and enjoy at the same time, love and be loved by all. Thank you, Binaji, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to once again thank all my colleagues and honorable speakers over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Goswami, sir, for your lovely message and reminding about lunch time. Thank you. And before going for lunch, two small announcements from my end. And one is we do have speakers post lunch from corporates, one from Power Finance Corporation and another speaker is from TVS Motors. Similarly, one eminent practitioner is also going to address the students. So I request the students to come back by 2:30. Madam, is it at 2:30?
Yes, sir, 2:30 we can rejoin. Yes.
Request the students to rejoin by 2:30. Have a nice lunch. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we will join at 2:30. Thank you.